was gonna make like one video on it and then just whatever. Yeah, I've been playing this as my free game, my free time game. Been absolutely enjoying it. If you haven't checked out any of those videos, A, you should after stream, but B, the basic premise here is this is a, I'm gonna call it a backpack battler like. Basically, you go on a run and you pick a character who has a starting ship and you get money each round to buy upgrades to your ship, and your goal is to just make it as far as you can. You are fighting other people's runs, so it's not like live PvP, but you're fighting what other people did on their runs. So it's very flavorful. I really like that. If I had to give it one complaint, and this is a genre complaint, because you never know what you're gonna fight, it's hard to strategize ahead. Like taking a niche counter to something, it feels bad, because if you never run into the thing, you're like, oh, okay, well, that was a waste. And if you run into the thing and you don't have that counter, you're like, oh man, but there's no way you could have prepared for that. So you have to kind of build all-comer builds, or you have to just really hope that you get lucky on the run. I'll also say, in some of my first videos, I was a little concerned about the unlock system. The price of characters versus the income I was seeing was worrying. These are just in-game earns, not like monetized things. But he patched it. So it's already been patched, it's fixed. As you can see, I've unlocked all the characters. I haven't unlocked everything, but I've unlocked all the characters. I quite like it. I feel the progression is absolutely fine now. So we should be good there. I'm gonna check in on chat and then we'll see what we're gonna do. I'm gonna ask you guys in just a second what character you guys want me to play for a run. I prefer to do something I haven't done a video on, but I'm pretty open to playing whatever, and we'll see where we get. While I'm doing that, I see Shinosuke, good evening, said Thumbnail is wild. Let me show you something even wilder. So this is such a cool feature. If you go to run history, these are all my runs that I've done. You can see I'm not lying, I have been playing a lot. And not only that, if we go into this one, this was my really big run I posted the other day. These are every individual battle that I did in that run. I had like 37 fights before I was out. And just to show you how absolutely insane some of these get, let's take this Chinese, hopefully Chinese gentleman. You can just click load and you can literally just go rewatch the fight. Now I know replays are not an ancient thing, but how cool is that you can just in-game just grab that and you can see exactly what happened during that fight. Now this is a lot of no context here, so this isn't going to tell you guys much, but just really cool. Really cool that you can do that. You can really look like, okay, what was he doing? And I now know exactly what he was doing. But yeah, super duper cool that you can just watch those replays just from inside there. And I think you can also share those, because you can copy the ID and send it in here. I'm not sure if that's just to myself or if I could share these, but very cool either way. Hey Matthew, how's it going? Potato? Your first stream. Well, welcome in, man. Always good to have some more potatoes in here. I don't build for anything, I build, yeah, I can fall into the trap sometimes because I'll get an idea for a cool build and I really want to try it, and I'll try to force it when it's just really not happening. That's where you get yourself in a lot of trouble. So I'm trying to work my way out of doing things like that. Okay, I'm just gonna read off some characters. If you guys have one you want to see, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna pick whatever I'm feeling like. We have the Admiral, we have the Merchant, we have the Botanist, we have the Mortarmaster, the Drill Sergeant, the Suspicious Chef, we have the Steel Forger, the Rust Glutton, the Tribe Mother, the Contraband Runner, the Cyber Criminal, and Factory 9 Mutant. Anyone that anyone particularly wants to see, we'll do a run to start with. I'm hoping we can get 2 or 3 runs in tonight. Just casual play tonight. Nothing too crazy. I also see my arms are chopped off, but I guess that's all right. We don't need arms where we're going. Needs a random button. Actually, that's actually a fair piece of feedback. Well, I give people just a second to see if anyone has an opinion. Another neat thing about this is there are trinkets, essentially, that you can kind of tailor the build of an individual character with. And one of the things I really like here is there was just a generic pool that you could get, and then you had to do certain progression things on characters to unlock other ones, which is cool and I like that, but I really like this compromise. Or you could just pay a little bit of gold and unlock a thing. So if I really wanted the Petri dish right now, I could just pay 15 gold and we would have the Petri dish unlocked. I'm gonna try not to do too much of that because it's free to unlock them by actually doing the achievements, and I would prefer to do it that way. But if I have a build and I need something, I'm not against just grabbing it that way either. Okay, I don't see anyone with any strong opinions, so let's just go ahead and pick whatever I'm feeling. Let's start with something I think is going to be on the simpler side. I have not played
this space dump.
Crag Steel Forger. So his ability, 3-second cooldown. Every 2 battles. Okay, so that's worded a little funny there. So every 2 battles, upgrade a connected non-crew member item if it's lower than 1 chevron. Every 3 seconds, gain 1 armor. And as you level him up, those will go up. So I wish that armor scaled a little better than that, but the upgrades are what make him pretty interesting. So he starts with relatively normal ship base, a flight deck, which gives us some dodge and some hit chance, essentially. A pipe blaster, not the worst weapon, not the best weapon. The nice thing here is if we have 3 armor when it shoots, it'll eat up those 3 armor, but fire 2 additional projectiles. So some sort of build where we're applying a dot maybe, or a debuff off of those attacks. That's an awful lot of shots. Or if we could get some sort of static plus damage, that could be pretty good. And then our unique item is Crag's Workbench. This is every 7.5 seconds, we're going to hurl a saw blade. We've seen saw blades before on Igor. They are bounce weapons, so they hit and then they have a chance to bounce around and do damage. Not terrible. Every time we gain armor, we charge this by 0.25 seconds. So if we could get a lot of sources of armor, we could make this fire saw blades really fast. And this also makes it so that we have stronghold items added to the shop. We are already stronghold, but if you got this item on a different faction, that would be an important piece of it. Okay, so what are we gonna do for a build here? What do I have? Something for armor? I don't think I have anything that particularly adds new armor. Weapons gain damage and a cooldown increase. Every 7 seconds gain a rust, and the charge of your item with the longest cooldown is increased. If we have extra ammo, we charge weapons faster. Health restore. His item is the Mechanic's Wrench. So we gain a repair, that's just a heal over time. And we have 8% increase to health restore. Okay. I think I'm going to go pretty generic here since I don't really have something in mind. I think we're just going to grab one of these that gives us plus to various resources. Let's grab fuel. Oops. We'll do the fuel, the wrench, and do I want ammo or electricity? I tend to find electricity is a little easier to come by than ammo. We'll grab the ammo. All right, so just some basic things. These also increase your maximum amount, which is actually really useful because what that's gonna do is each one of your resources, bullets, fuel, and electricity, actually are also stats. So electricity, if you get to 15, it'll give us a little chance to deflect incoming shots. Pretty good, actually, especially if you get really high electricity. Fuel gives us debuff resistance, very good against, obviously, debuff builds. And ammo gives us just a straight plus percentage damage to projectiles. Pretty nice there. I love this because very interesting builds. Like maybe you do a build where you spend ammo, but you try to keep the other 2 really high because you're trying to get their stat increase. Okay, let's see what we got. Well, speaking of stat increases, a flamethrower, a second pipe blaster. So 2 different weapons, energized hole, not terrible, some extra electricity. Starting with at least 15 electricity would let us start with that deflection stat. A power cell. Okay, I was mentioning using buffs on these to make them fire some sort of status. So we could do that via a power cell. Every 8 seconds we gain electricity and the connected weapons have a chance to do burn on hit. And this is a 3 or 5 hit weapon just right out the gate. tend not to prioritize energy very often. You know, it has a direct impact on damage mitigation. Yep, that is the barrier that we get from this. It just depends on the build. I've definitely come around to really wanting high resources though.
Long break.
Like, I like builds that have high resources. Okay, I'm kind of liking the idea of the electric generator and a second pipe blaster. Now the problem is I don't have any ammo generation. Also, in this game, compared to a lot of backpack type games, we can just directly level up items like that. In most of these type of games, we have to put it on the ship, and then after a battle, it would combine. So this is a lot simpler. You don't have to run with really weird setups, like just to make an item or something. I like that. Also, just super pro tip, what I just did there, Control Z, you can just undo your actions. So if you're like me and you misclick all the freaking time, you can just undo it. Yes, Control Z, super duper nice. I was so happy to learn that. Especially if you buy something that you think works one way and then it doesn't. I don't know if you can undo a reroll. I suspect you can't. Maybe I'll try to test that here in a second. Okay, that was a lot of jibber jabber. I'm thinking we're gonna go the pipe blaster. The pipe blaster spins armor. We have kind of like an armor thing going on here. I could fire 2 of them to start with, and then we'll combine them if we just literally cannot find any more ammo. Yeah, I think we're gonna go that route. We'll buff them with this. So now they each have a 30% chance to do burn on hit. I like the idea of grabbing this because this is also additional burn, but it spends fuel instead of ammo. Now we're gonna run out of everything, so just killing things as fast as possible is probably in my best interest. We also have the Iron Hole. Now, the other 2 characters from Tundra and Stronghold have a way to interact with Rust. He doesn't seem to. So I don't know how much Rust I want to get, because Rust is just going to be a dot and there's nothing I can really do about it. Hey, Caddy, how's it going, man? Did you catch the end of 6 Ages 2 the other night? I think I saw you in there the other evening. I also like this energized hole. It's $2 off, and extra starting electricity with no other downsides is kind of nice. I think we're gonna lock that because I don't need it. I am gonna grab the other weapon. Now I'm gonna be a little janky. Here's another pro tip. For some of these weapons, they can only hang off the side. I can't put them in the middle of my ship. They don't have to point towards the enemy. It looks silly, but I could shoot the other direction and it would still work. So if I put that here, now I can buff all 3 of the weapons. So this will now do 5 shots. Each one gives a flame, and then this should give it a 30% chance of a second flame. And then I'm gonna grab the janitor. Not a bad character. Janitors are kind of funny. They're really good at the beginning. They're really bad in the mid game, and they're really good at the end game, in my limited experience. Why? They do a flat health buff or heal. It's 4. In the beginning, that's a big chunk of my HP, but after a little bit, that's not going to be very much. Later on, their acid resistance is really nice if you go up against an acid ship, and the buff and the debuff removal. You'll fight ships that give you like 400 acid or 400 fire. So when he's maxed out and he's taking off like 15% of your debuffs, he's taking like tens and tens and tens of debuffs off, and his cooldown's not too bad. You can get it pretty low. Okay, I am gonna hold on to this. Okay, I'm gonna do my reroll, and then we're gonna try to undo it just to see what happens. What happens if I do that? Okay, nothing. So the reroll is a commit. Okay, we could use an ion drive. I do like those. Those use electricity instead of fuel. We have a second flamethrower. I don't want rust items, so I don't think we're going to take the rust nugget. Spare parts could be pretty interesting. A little of everything. Now, this is not generation. This is starting amounts. I don't think I'm going to hold on to that. That is interesting. If I could buy it with money now, I might do that. A fuel pump. Very nice. I like fuel pumps a lot. This would give us some fuel income. I think I'm going to lock that too. I don't suggest overlocking, and I may have already overlocked here because now we're not going to get to see stuff when we come back to the shop, but I think we're going to start with that. Now, the last thing we need to do So every 2 battles, we're going to upgrade a connected item. Okay, so I don't need to worry about what he's going to upgrade this turn. So I'm just not going to. Okay, let's get in a battle.
We're on the move.
Let's see how we can do here. Oh, no problem, Caddy. Glad to have you drop in. Hey, good morning, Droog. How are you? Okay, so we are fighting the Factory Mutant 9. That's actually, I normally play at about 0.5. I like to actually have a little bit of thought time. So he actually started with enough power to have a shield up.
Are they aiming for other
I don't love that. He's putting some debuffs on me. Good that we have the janitor helping us out there a little bit. He's mainly doing acid, but he also has a little bit of radiation. Yeah, he almost killed me via radiation. But otherwise, we did all right. Look at that again. So we actually still had some ammo left. We had enough for 1 more shot, right? No, 2 more shots. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. All right, let's see. Autocannons I do like. All right, I'm going to put this on for now, and we'll think about if that's actually usable. All right, we'll move this so we can still have all of our guns buffed. So how much do you use? No, you. So I would get 2 shots of the flame cannons, and we'd basically be out of fuel. That's a Okay, a fuel pump, that will get me some fuel. And my discount floor. I do want to grab that. It's hard to say no.
Not bad.
And I do want the fuel pump. I think I'm going to fuel pump our workbench. DPS is 0.8. DPS is 0.7. DPS is 0.9. Okay, no, I guess I won't. I will fuel pump one of these. Now, when I think that we're running out, I will combine these up. But for now, I don't need to do that. I do like galvanized plates. Plating is just straight damage mitigation. Also helps with debuff removal. I find mitigation in the super early game not as good as just pure DPS. Let's lock that and I'll roll. I don't want to put rust on this ship. I'm going to try to avoid that. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, well, that's what I'd like to buy. What can we actually get? Okay, we already have floor space, so I think I'm going to have to let the modular hole go. Again, just a really nice piece. More efficient than this, because if you had 4 of these, you would have 20 HP and 4 energy instead of 3. So, very nice piece there. This gets us some of everything. I think I can't say no to that, because we're using some of everything. I guess except for electricity, technically. Okay, upgrade for this. Really nice. I think I can let the janitor go, or we could hold him. I think I'm gonna let the galvanized plate go. I do like that. I would buy it if I could afford it. And I think we're gonna hold on to the fuel pump. 2 fuel pumps would let me fire more flames. So it looks like we're kind of doing a weird flame build at the moment. Everything I'm shooting does flames, except for this, which I could totally change. That's actually better. Our workbench is technically a weapon. And every bounce will have the chance to inflict those flames. You think let the janitor go and hold on to the grav? The thing is, like I mentioned, in the early game, I do like janitors. 2 janitors means we would heal 8 every 7 seconds. I'm going to do a lot of rounding when I say cooldowns because I don't want to read out the decimals unless it's important. He is common, though. I will say that. But then again, so is this. All right. I'll buy that for $1. So we are almost... Are you getting me 2? Yeah, so if we can make it 8 seconds, we'll actually get a shield up and running. 8 seconds, because this is only going to give us 1. And we're losing a little bit of the other 2, but that should be fine. Oh, thank you, Captain. So, whatever I face him towards for this battle is going to get an upgrade. Flight decks are okay. They scale very linearly. Having speed and radar is really nice in the early game before people have a lot of defense and a lot of accuracy. But I don't know if that's going to be the difference between us winning and losing. I like the bench. We would gain 2 extra electricity and proc chance. I think... Here's the thing, though. I can get more power cells relatively easy. I think we're going to do his special bench first. Because if I do find another bench, I would rather have this be higher level. I can get these easy. Remember, we're limited to 1 chevron only unless I can level him up. Upgrade the ammo generator. It would give 2 ammo. I'm unlikely to get rid of a supply crate because I do like these. It's just a little of everything. I think I'm going to do the bench, though. I think I'm going to do the bench. As we can find some more ways to get armor, this thing is... This could be really good. This could be really good with the right things. Hey, Mateus, how's it going, man? Doubles it. And 2 fuel and an electric. I don't think so. The way I interpret this is that it's only ammo. Are you guys telling me that it's going to do the fuel and electricity too? If that is the case, that's not very well denoted. I don't know how you... I think I would put the number after each one of those. It says yes. All right. You guys convinced me. I am going to double check that.
Wrecking time.
Oh, nope. Okay, whew. I moved somebody away from the cockpit. You definitely want someone in the cockpit so that you get the bonuses. There we go.
Move or be cast aside.
Okay, double slugs and a burst. They've got a janitor. They do have some ammo. They're losing ammo. Same rate I am. These are actually really nasty. When I first started playing the game, because you start with these, I thought, oh, that's the vanilla cannon. It's probably garbage. These are actually really good. Like, I really like slug cannons. The stun on them is really nice too, a full second. I have noticed, I haven't made a video for her, but Tribe Mother especially, the drum is very susceptible to getting chain stunned, and it really sucks. Okay, got some deflects up, but so does he. Okay, we are getting absolutely handed to us by this. He has 2 more shots though. If we can survive it. Okay, all right, we have a minor second before he'll have enough ammo. Oh no, he's got 4. Nope, he's gonna get me on the next volley. I don't think we got this one. Come on, big bounces. Oh, the bounces. We only were at 5 fire. That's a little disappointing. That's rookie numbers. Yeah, and I actually dealt a decent amount more damage than he did. Okay, so... Okay, yep, he did our upgrade. Great. For now, I'm just going to do that in case I forget to move him. Okay, this is the most important shop we will get on a run. This is a guaranteed unique. You have to pick one, although I guess you could technically sell it afterwards. And this is a way that we are able to get into other people's items. So for example, the merchant table would allow us to roll Federation items in our shop. This could be really good. So we have to really think about what we want to do here for this. Key to the Stronghold, I'm just going to veto that. It's an okay item. We're not going to particularly be a character build. And the Imprison thing is very slow. Very slow. A Titan Core. Okay, so this would not expand our shop. 4% health for every connection. And spikes. I would like to do a spike build at some point. However, Federation, I think, is the best spike build. Because they have the spike... I think it's called the spike generator or the spike fabricator. I don't think that's it. Check the fuel. The number doesn't tell me here, and I did miss that. Combat thruster, very good. Just every 4.5 seconds, our weapons are charged by 25%. This would also add Imperium to us. Imperium would be really nice. Can I get into the codex here? Yeah, nice. Okay, so if we got into Imperium items, oh, they don't show me because I'm not. Can I? Okay, so they only are showing me things. There we go. Cool, cool. Okay, so Renegade stuff. What I would want from this would maybe be something like a Hole Smasher missile. This would let us get cracks, which make them weak to projectiles, or the Mercenary. Well, Mercenary Gunner, or actually any of the personnel would be really good. The other nice thing about the Renegades, we can get stolen blueprints. Upgrade any weapon twice. That is pretty dang nice. That is pretty dang nice. Okay, so combat thrusters on maybe. Crackling core. I don't think we're doing an electric build. I'm just going to veto that one. Merchant table. We're not doing a people build. I'm going to veto that one. Okay, this is one of my new unlocks. For the life of me, it took me forever to figure out what this was. Do you guys see what this is? Can you tell what that's supposed to be? It took me like 5 minutes of staring at that to figure it out. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right, Shinosuke. You can look at the numbers down here. Okay, you guys are smarter than I am. Yeah, it's a dog. It's a dog in a spacesuit. It took me for freaking ever. I was like, is that an amputee furry? Like that's where my mind was stuck. I was like, what the heck is that? I actually have an idea that would use this. I was really scratching my head. Oh, because you saw the name. You guys cheated. Okay, so every 7.5 seconds restore 4 health. Crew members around it charge this item by 1 second. So we could surround the dog with people and it would make him restore health fast, but it's not percentage. Shop rolled. 20% chance to reduce the price of a shop item by 1. We could combo that. And I have no idea if this would even be good, but the only thing I could think to do with that creature, where is the old cogwheel gives us an additional shop reroll. So we would get 2 shop rerolls and we could have a better chance of getting discounts. And this is the discounted item. That being said though, like I mentioned, I don't think we're gonna be a big character build. Most of our characters, if I take that, the only characters I'm going to be able to get are going to be universals, which is the janitor and the chemist. The gunner, no, not the gunner. The rust mutant, the rust shaman, and the armor smith. Now, armor smith and rust shaman we will probably get lots of. I don't know if we're going to grab a rust mutant unless we find a source of healing. I'm not sure how many people we're going to get. Then again, saying that, the only other one I'm interested in, I think, is the combat thruster. That charge is rather nice. Then again, I haven't done the dog. How big are you? You're a 2x1. Rust Fiend is powerful. He is. The thing is, unlike the other 2 Stronghold characters, I don't have a way to get rid of Rust. Like, that's kind of dangerous that we're putting a timer on ourselves if we're running Rust. Okay, you also count as a crew member, so he can't upgrade you. Just food for thought. Okay, how am I going to get this to work? 1 vote for thruster. Armor has more damage reduction than HP does. How is the dog better than a human? I wouldn't say he's better than a human, just has different stats. The shop reroll thing is the interesting thing here. I'm not sure. I just don't think that's good. I feel like he needs to be a percentage healer. If he did a percentage healing, I would be much more interested. I think we're going thruster. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of speed, but we can always get an engine on this bad boy. Okay, we could feed an item to make rust nuggets. Don't want to. We did get a combat medic. Okay, so I'm gonna need some more floor space here. I guess that's fine. All right, $8. We're still losing fuel, so I kind of feel like I want the fuel pump and the medic. That's $8. I have $8 left. Yeah. Okay, and we're gonna stick the fuel pump. I think we'll make the workbench go faster, although I'm gonna need to change the positioning. And your ability is every 8 seconds we restore 5% health. When we get below 20%, they'll activate another crew member twice. What do? You would give us a little bit of armor. You would give us a little bit of healing. So both of those are pretty mediocre. We'll give it to him for now.
Space dump.
Freeze the smasher. I don't want rust nuggets. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not for this run. All right, we'll just peek. Okay, yes, please. Okay, now here's... Okay, I think I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna grab this. The reason is, ship hit by a projectile, 35% chance to gain 3 armor. Gain an armor, lower the cooldown of the bench. You can see the combo here. So things that can give me armor really, really, really quickly. And then we use those to make our bench go faster and faster. I do want the power. I do want the thruster for sure. I'll let the janitor go again. That's
7
it.
daggers for 7 throats for 7 days of
That was the
slaughter.
component smasher, yeah. There's also one where you can level up people, which is really nice. Quite powerful. Okay, so he's throwing some cracks on me. Oh no, he did, but he was also putting poison. Okay, another
Stellar objects.
another freaking radiation slash blight build, or what are you technically? Acid build. Very similar to the last guy. I think we're gonna be okay. Maybe not. Maybe not. Get some good bounces, guys. Okay. Oof. Oof.
Crushed. Cold.
That was close. That was really close. Okay, but anything you can walk away from. By the way, this is one of the changes that the dev made. You get 2 gold for a victory and 1 gold for a loss. That alone already just made the progression fine, in my opinion. And he lowered the cost of all the characters too, but this alone, because before you had to do all of these, and sometimes I just don't have time to do dailies in games. So I appreciate that I can just do that and earn the money. All right, what did we get? Loaded hole is not bad. I don't mind that. We could just start with some more ammo that buys us time. I think this is integral to our build, so I think we're committed to buying that this turn. We are getting rather tight. Okay, I'm gonna grab this. We'll do that. We're gonna do some shifting here.
I told you that should go there.
You there, you there, there. All right, we'll see if this is any good. I'm hoping that we get some upgrades. Okay, then we have 9 gold left. Honestly, I think we better get the engine first. We also have an armor smith. This would give us armor. That plays into our workbench, so I'm gonna go ahead and lock him. Okay, second combat mech, definitely locking that, and I'm gonna let the rest go. All right.
Hand out a snip
I don't
of
think
luck.
this is gonna be night and day or anything, but hopefully we'll start seeing some increase in our blade procs. The progression cost was originally how he prevented people from buying mostly officers in the demo. I think that's why the captains used to cost so much. I think it was just badly balanced, if I'm being honest. Okay, now the nice thing about people who rapid fire us is now that they're doing that, we have more chances to proc our shield here. Although I don't think it's gonna save us this time around. I feel like his DPS is just way too high for me. Yeah. Botanist. Botanist is incredibly good. I think that might be one of the strongest characters. Okay, that's not bad. That's our first loss. We'll take it. Ooh, thruster upgrade right away. We've built in a really good direction for that thing now. It's only starting stuff, which makes me a little leery. Is it worth a spot? I don't know. I'm gonna up our engine. Again, I don't really like the upgrade of the combat medic. We only gain 2.5% heal. I'd rather have 2 medics, but we don't have any floor space. I think we'll grab that because I can just use it. What are we gonna do about these two? I don't think I can let a medic go, even if I can't put it down. And I don't think I can let this guy go either. I hate doing this.
Go dark, pick this lineup.
Rusty plate. A ship hit by 5 projectiles. Inflict a rust on the enemy ship and gain 1 armor.
Anyone who touches this loses a hand.
Okay, maybe we run one of those and one of these. So every time we're hit, we have a 35% chance to gain some armor. Now, unfortunately, leveling this up doesn't seem to increase my percentage chance. Whereas this one just raises the armor. So I think that's the plan. We're gonna try to run both of these. The Smasher. Feed an item, create a random item of the next rarity up. Sure. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, we got $4, a gunner. Gunner would be really nice. Shaman would be really nice. Is it time maybe to combine a weapon? We're still losing fuel. If I combine these, we would have way more fuel efficiency. I think I need to do that. Because I want my rocket thruster to go off. Because remember, we're using up speed with our combat thruster. All right, so it's time for you to combine. Yeah, see, that helped us lose less fuel. That means I can fit one thing on the ship. What is it gonna be? Armor smith. I also could combine fuel pumps if I had to. I kind of like getting a gunner. He gives us extra ammo and increases the damage of what he's connected to. I think we're gonna go gunner here. I really like the shaman. I'm willing to give up the rust mutant for now. They are nice though. Place the janitor with the combat mag. Actually, yeah, fair play. We could do that. I think we're going gunner here. I think we're going gunner. Now, is it better to put him here? Yeah, it's way better to put him here. I could also combine these if I wanted to. That would take us...
Good fit.
Okay, we're already positive on ammo, though. It would make us more positive. It would free up a slot, and I would probably put in the armor smith, which gives us fuel, plating. I feel like our survivability is a little bit low right now. Yeah, let's do it. Mainly because A, the floor space, but B, he's better to buff something with a higher base damage. So 2.3 base damage, and then he'll buff that by 15% every time he goes. Okay, this is not stellar. Let's have her buff him. I think, okay, he's already upgraded that now. We'll have him try to upgrade. Honestly, I want to upgrade this probably, or that. But just in case I mess up, we'll put it here for now.
You could come up with.
Yeah, we have 2 rounds until he procs again. I need to get a level up item. When we level him up, he'll be able to level things higher level. That'll be super nice. Okay, I think that's it for this one. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Our DPS is going to be a little lower than it was before, but I feel like we've upped our survivability quite a lot. Okay, so we got Igor. What are you doing? You're just rusting me? He did grab the dog. Saw. I really like combustion engines. Quite a lot. There you go. Now you know. Okay, so does he have any healing? Just the dog and the janitor. Okay, I think we win this one. I think this is our win.
Get more fuel in the tanks.
Yeah, we are out of fuel, aren't we? Okay, my shield is up quite a lot. So right now we are at 13% deflect chance. Closer than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, closer than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, second loss. Yeah, like I said, my one complaint about this genre is I wish at the beginning of the run, it would be like, here's your 10 possible opponents. And then every round that we went, we'd see what they were building. So you could make some strategic choices about like, hey, this is a acid lobby. I should probably try to counter that. Because we're going in blind against every single fight, you can't really build against anything. Just is what it is on that, but just something I do notice. Okay, I do want a gunner. I think I will upgrade him because it's just floor space problems. I definitely want this. I'm just gonna bite the bullet. And I definitely want that. I'm just gonna bite the bullet. Ooh, laddie. Babel likes that. And I like that so much. I think I'm gonna trade those two out. We're gonna do these first, and then I'll put that one on when I get room. I got $6. Okay, there's my level up item. Dang, we got too much good stuff. I want that too. If I put the floor space in, we could use these two guys. If I leveled him up, I could level up my workbench again. I do feel pretty strongly that this is the secret sauce. You don't know it yet, but this is the secret sauce, this workbench. I think I have to buy the upgrade thing. Because if I do it now, then I can upgrade the bench next turn.
Not bad.
So I'm gonna upgrade the captain. We get one more armor, that's whatever. But the big thing here is now I can upgrade any item that's lower than 2 chevrons. All right, we're gonna leave all this locked. I guess we are. Is this ever gonna actually make it back on my ship? I'm just thinking, like, imagine we get hit 10 times and we proc, let's say we're lucky, we proc it 4 times. We proc this 4 times, what does that do here? That's 1 second off of the cooldown. Then we get a chemist on here to lower the cooldown, and you can see kind of the feedback loop that we're gonna build up there. We're not in dire straits. I'm gonna hold on to this. We're not in dire straits, and we have a lot of floor plan that we can still fill in. I think you have too many frozen. I definitely have too many frozen things. You're not wrong, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna fix it. Throw the reactive into the upgrade. I just think that this synergizes too well with the workbench. I want to try it at least. Definitely not an optimal play, but we're gonna do a little bit of science here. We could do a fuel injector combine. The thing is, I would end up with less fuel, and we are running out at the moment. Oh, you know what? Let's do that. And actually, what if we did that? That gets us a little bit more everything. Yeah, let's do that. Hey, Andrew, how's it going, man? Okay, yeah.
Wrecking time.
Not optimal play here, I agree, but I want to try that for science. Oh my goodness, you have a Gatling gun. Oh boy. You're using a lot of ammo, but you have a lot of ammo. I do not have a lot of confidence on this one. You have more HP than I do. I think we're gonna get shreked.
Hit me. Hit me.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you have a Gatling gun already. He says nervously. Are we actually gonna do this? No. No, we're not. I believed for a second. Not a good run so far. It's all right. We got 2 more lives than we need. Okay, a fueled wing. I think we are grabbing a fueled wing. All right, and you are an upgrade, so I can snag you. I think I need more floor space for sure. Excuse me. Sure.
I told you that should go there.
All right, now we don't look so ridiculous. Does it matter? No. Do I care? Yes. Okay. We got $10 left. Yeah, that initial plating I think is going to be really nice. Let's just clear out. Yeah, let's just clear that out. All right, now at some point, this is going to be more valuable than this. This is 1.6. They're the same DPS. I really need a chemist, and then I think we would make that switch. All right, and then let's also have him... Just in case I forget to move him, I just want him prepped. Get this up another level if we can. Okay, and we got extra room, so the janitor's back. Get ourselves a rush shaman. Okay, weapon upgrade. Ooh, my frenemy, the ops deck. It is so good and so frustrating to use this thing. That shape, it destroys me. And a synthesizer. I don't think I'm going synthesizer on this one. We're already struggling with HP problems, and this uses HP as fuel. Sean says, as a note, I find the upgrader is good for 2 uses. Then it's no longer economic. That rust is one thing I'd normally throw in the upgrader. Makes really cheap uncommons or rares. I do agree normally. I really want to try to make the Crag's workbench work. Maybe this is a fool's errand, but if we can get enough sources of armor gain, and then we'll start really buffing the damage on the saw blades here. Like I said, a little bit of science going on here. Maybe a fool's errand.
7 daggers for 7 throats for 7 days of slaughter.
Okay, there you go. I do also wish there was a space counter down here, because when we get to 35 squares, that's when I get a weight. I wish it would just tell me how many squares I'm at, so I didn't have to try to calculate it. Are you gonna? Yeah, focusing lens. This is a really popular build. Just all the lasers. Well, hey, a deflect on that's already a win, and a miss, and a deflect. Okay, that was a pretty good win on my part, I'd say.
Tell me someone got that blast on camera.
Okay, getting some healing from my medics.
How? They're cheating.
They might be cheating. We need to actually hit. I can't believe we won that. We missed so many shots there.
Knew they'd fold.
Oh, the upgrader in the shop. Gotcha.
Because remember, the loot belongs to me.
Okie dokie. And actually, hang on a second. That's bothering me more and more. All right, I'm gonna regrow my arms here. You can see the arms on my chair. I so need to replace this thing. Okay. An upgrade here. Now, are you worth it? I struggle a little bit to believe that. I don't know. I guess when you get this high enough, like if you proc, you basically just like kind of negate low end shots. I do think I want the ops deck. Our speed is part of our problem. Can I put you on without weight? We would get weight. I think I'm okay with 1 weight, but we probably don't want to go higher than that. All right, now is the point in the run where we get very, very sad, because I'm gonna have to try to find a way to get this thing in here. Okay, we do that. Oh, hold on. Maybe I'm not as sad as I normally am. Maybe we can be less sad. And you go there. Go there and go there. Almost. Almost. Okay, hang on. You. That's another one. I wish I could like have a hotkey to lock. Okay, so workbench. And you guys were keeping that up. Is that the right thing to do? I'm not sure that is. Let's actually try the workbench on that. Janitor's fine. Okay, upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Chance to stun and lower. Extra health. Hey, Blasterbot, how's it going? Oh, I totally just missed a whole bunch of stuff. Well, Blasterbot, thank you again for your generosity. I did see your comment, by the way. I didn't get a chance to respond to it. It was a really hectic day at work today. Really hectic day. That reminds me, speaking of, shout out to all the IT guys out there, and specifically the tier 2 IT guys. We had an issue today. Okay, I have 2 direct coworkers. We each have 15 direct years of experience in what we do. So 45 years of combined experience. We had an issue today that none of us had ever had or experienced ever. We worked our way through one of our vendor systems. We got escalated up to a tier 2 tech. He had never seen the issue either. And between the 4 of us in an hour, we actually like all learned an entirely new thing in a system that we've all been working in for combined over 4 decades. That was pretty interesting. Yeah. So shout out to IT. You guys are awesome. Okay, Blaster, 10 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, friend. Your support is always very appreciated. Congratulations to Shinosuke Santo Pantam, Bloody Fished, Jakubra Liga, Goshoon, definitely not Doggo. Well, then who is it? Richie, Bad AT 40K, Khalil Mall, and Ray. Make sure to give Blasterbot a huge thank you there, guys. Thank you again, Blaster. Most legendaries are just good. Oh, thank you, Blaster. I remember again. Blasterbot coming through as always, indeed. Are those fuel pumps fine? They were, depending on when you said that. Upgrade the Rush Shaman. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that was specifically what I was going to say about your comment. So the thing is, right now, you actually have more speed by having 2 separate ones than by having 1 upgraded one. Because they each get their individual 5 activations. So I'll have 5 times 6 times 2 rather than 9 times 5. So that's at least the thought process there. Because that would be what, 45? And this would be... that would be 60 if I had them separate. Now, right now, I'm not sure exactly how much speeding the crew up is worth it. Unfortunately, we don't have a chemist yet, which is really killing me. Okay, the percentage health, I think, is worth it. We have percentage healing. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do this. He caps at a higher point. I don't think so. I think these are individually fully stacking. That's what I took from the dev post. He responded in a thread that I was speaking in. I could be wrong about that for sure. What we can do is we can science that pretty well. We'll try to see how low our combat mech gets next time, and then we'll combine them and we'll compare it on the next map. As much as I would like a hole smasher, I don't think we can do that. We're already low on fuel. Armor Forge. Converts 12% of your health into armor. Gain 2 repair for every connected crew member. I could get that... we could get that kind of high. And I could have 3 crew members in there. I don't think it'll fit though. We're already having space problems.
Not bad.
Okay, that is full speed ahead. I'm actually not going to upgrade. I think we upgrade this for the extra health. Armor build? Yeah, I'm trying to build around... We're playing the Crag Steel Forger, and I'm trying to play around his workbench. So I'm trying to get a lot of sources of armor to make this charge really fast. I haven't got a chemist. I really need a chemist. Once we get him, we'll have the gunner and the chemist buff the bench. I'll probably combine the fuel pumps, and we're really going to go like hot sauce on this bench. Also, hold on, I see another improvement. If we did this, now the workbench is getting buffed with fire chance. So that is the plan. So far, it's not been very good. It hasn't been particularly good. But that's okay. We're here for science. We're here for science. All right, let's go lose a run here quick.
Good luck.
Just check, still got the thing I'm never gonna get a member. Yeah, it's weighted RNG, I guess. I don't know. They're always so opaque about things like that. I wish they would just allow direct gift membership. I don't know why they don't. All right, so we are fighting an artillery cannon, a barrage. He's got a lot of ammo. He's a freight build. More HP than I've got. What are you running? Combat medic, a couple janitors. I think it's gonna come down to whoever scales harder faster. Great song, by the way. I think it's gonna be him. So many misses because he's sitting on 9 speed. Yeah, we only have 1 radar. Okay, he's gonna cloak here in a second.
Faster, more intense.
And I am not gonna be cloaking here in a second. Right, let's actually bring the speed up. Slowpoke.
Stand the quiet.
I think that's his win, probably. Then again, we're gonna be able to hit him again. Now that he lost the speed, at least briefly.
Get more fuel in the tanks.
Okay, blade out. 9. Yeah, see, that damage is a little anemic right now because I'm not buffing it.
The wrong ship is exploding.
Yeah, now we're out of fuel. Okay, well, we pull that one out. We got all the way to solar flare. This is like sudden death. It'll just keep striking both of you for like higher and higher amounts of damage. Okay, well, wow. A bunch of missions complete. Okay, well, we're at the halfway point of a run. Splitter would be super nice. Okay, I'm gonna grab that. We're already having fuel problems though. That's not gonna make my fuel problems better. I have extra floor space. You know what? Even if it's only temporary, maybe we'll feed that into there in a minute. And another source of armor. And I totally forgot to do that. Am I allowed to look at replays here? Yeah, hold on. Let's replay this a second. All right, so 8.47 seconds. We'll zip through here. I want to see what we end up with at the end. 4.19, and I would imagine at this point both my shamans are done. 4.19, remember that. 4.19. All right, I'm going to combine the shamans for science, and we're going to see if we are lower than 4.19. Okay, I think we need the fuel, in all honesty. How can I do this? If we go... We'll do that for now. These can be combined up at some point, so we'll get some extra space at there. And that does make me feel positive. The fuel positive movement here. All right, now we're already into weight. I don't think I want to go heavier. So I don't think we need those. I do think that this makes sense at some point. We can add a laser. Extra burn, and we are a burn build. We are a burn build. I'd probably combine one of these fuel pumps. It fires off of electricity, and so that'd give us another damage that we could do. I think we're gonna do that. We'll combine a pump.
They're ripping us off. Let's go.
And then I will have not enough money, so we're gonna undo the combined pump, and we'll save that. I still have not used our crusher yet either, which makes me feel a little bit bad.
Lock down that exhaust manifold. We're on the move.
Babel fueling pause, that's right. Babel was so annoyed by the fuel prices, I actually went to a different gas station. The one I always stop at because it's just like the absolute most convenient one for me is like 50 cents higher than everywhere else. I was so mad last time I stopped and got gas there, and then I realized it afterwards.
The beast's back is broken.
Oh, yeah, this is totally our loss. This tribe mother. Get wormed. Ouch. So, yeah, let me bring that replay up.
Gonna make sure it stays that way.
So, I haven't done a video on her yet, but that was my absolute best run I ever had. The 1,000-year drum is insane. Absolutely insane. Every 10 beats you restore health, garbage, we don't care. Every 20 beats you get heat and armor. We love that because the heat makes your guys activate faster. When they activate, they beat the drum. So it's a nice positive feedback loop. Then at 40 beats, you spawn a sandworm. And like you saw, it just absolutely shreks. It is so good. It is so good. I don't know if this is the highest ceiling build, but it's got a low floor. So very, very nice. Really fun build to do. Especially if you can get the... Does she have any? No. No, yes. The Undercity Ghoul. These things come with 3 seconds of cooldown, so they can beat the drum ridiculously fast. I love it. I love it. I want to do that build at some point. Ooh, feed a crew member, upgrade the crew member. Is it time for Forge Master to break through the heavens? And there's my chemist I need. Okay, we got a couple things we need to do here. All right, step 1. If I add 2 more, do we gain weight? No, I am gonna add 2 more. We obviously need a little bit more room. I'm struggle bussing here a little bit. Okay. You just rotate to buff this. Is it better? Okay, so 15, I guess it doesn't matter here. Do that. Do that. All right, so I had been misreading this one. I did figure it out, and then Blaster reinforced it. I in one of my runs, I was like, it doesn't make sense. Why isn't he lowering the cooldown? He lowers the cooldown every time he activates. So just like the gunner ups the damage every time he activates, this guy makes it go faster and faster. So we're gonna go faster and faster here, bringing our raw cooldown down. Remember, as we do that, every time we gain armor, we get 0.25 seconds of cooldown speed here. So if we can get this down to like 2 or 3 seconds, then we're gonna get tons and tons of blades. The other thing we would need is a splitter. If we could find an item that does splitting, I think we're gonna be talking. We've got it hooked up for chance to proc burn. And we're going as fast as we can at the moment. Crag maxing, I like it. I like it. I think we are gonna crag max because as I level him up, he can level other things up. We can improve him. All right, and I agree. I don't think we can afford any more of that. All right, so now I can raise things up to the silver rank, which is 1 below max. Beautiful. I do think I'm gonna want him. Okay, we have no cooldown currently. I am gonna want him to buff this, but we'll wait until that becomes relevant. If I fub up and he procs right now, what would I want him on? Honestly, I would probably generically pick that.
Pathetic work. I'll tune
Just
her
a
up
little bit
myself.
more of everything. It's not really what I want, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and do it. Proton laser, I think yes. Is there a world where I can put this somewhere? Yes. You go there, you go there, you go there. Doesn't really matter who's where here. There we go. Oh, nope, never mind. That didn't help. Okay. Hang on. We're not cooked. Oh, actually, you do that. There we go. Okay, now all my weapons are being buffed. Point him at the rusty plate. This one. I do like the upgrades here. We're gonna try to do it on the workbench. I'm just gonna. No, I don't want to get rid of my fuel thing right now. And he's not gonna do it this turn. It's every other turn still. Yeah, every 2 battles. All right, we'll do our reroll.
Get me something better.
Now, because this is a multi-shot thing, I'm gonna save that too. At some point, we're gonna use this. I swear. I swear we'll do it at some point. Trust.
Time.
Oh, too late to wait, Blaster. What'd I miss? Oh no, not another Gatling user. Master Aegis. Whenever you lose health, gain and armor. That's what we need. That's what we need, is the Aegis. Every time you lose health. So I assume that's instant, not like 1 HP. We would gain an armor. I think if I get that, I would probably replace this one right here. Yeah, I would definitely replace that one. Less armor. This item only has 30% chance to trigger other items. Interesting. Yeah, I would definitely replace this. So a Masterwork Aegis, that's what we're hoping for. All right, he has a Gatling gun and a autocannon array. We're probably dead. I can't imagine we're gonna win here. Whole bunch of misses because he has a bunch of speed. Okay, he's already cloaked.
Oh, wow. Too close.
He's hitting me with radiation. Man, do you have to be that mean? Okay, our blades are definitely working better, though. Look at these blades popping out now. This is good. We've got it down to 3.7 seconds. That was better than expected. I feel like this is such a better build than what I'm doing. And we die. So we didn't make it. We did not make it. I like that build, though. I don't think that was a good version of it, but I think that's a thing that would work. I think that's a thing that would work. All right, good warm up. He didn't have enough. He had as much as he needed. Okay, who should we play next? I'll let you guys pick if anyone has an opinion. I'd prefer to do somebody I haven't done a video on, but if you guys want to see something I've already done, I'm okay with that too. I'll give you guys a second to do that. I'll redo it since we have some new people popping in. Mutant, okay. Vote for the Mutant. I think that could be pretty cool. His big claim to fame, kind of like what we were just doing, he can mutate other crew members. Mutations are chef's kiss because you could stack 3 of them on the same character, kind of like I did with the gym build on the Merchant. It could get really crazy because you could just stack and stack and stack. He also gives us armor and acid every 4.5 seconds, and he gets a random mutation himself. Now, there is one bad mutation. It makes you do, I think it's like plus 2 seconds of cooldown, but you get scaling. It's absolutely terrible on your commander because that makes him just so slow for his special ability. 2 votes for the Mutant. Okay. Crag is your favorite captain. Oh, okay. That was my first time playing him. I want to make that work. What else would work on him really nice with that build? If we could get the regular buzzsaw weapon, because then we could use that to inflict rust, and that would be pretty nice. All right, 2 for the Mutant going. Speak now or forever hold your peace. On your marks. Go. Okay, we're playing the Mutant. All right, let's come up with a build for the Mutant.
In my own fashion.
Okay, and I think I already have a build for my Mutant. Okay, so we're gonna use not the ID card, because the ID card, I swear this thing is bugged. I swear that this is minus 30% chance to get crew. we're gonna switch that one over to the crew pager. That is guarantees a crew member in the store every turn. Because I know he's gonna mutate people, we're gonna go really, really crew heavy. Probably with the sewage tube, if I get to pick it. Which means I'm gonna take the goo rifle because we're gonna go for acid stacking. Each crew member has a 30% chance to fire a 4 damage goo, and goo will give him an acid. Sewer mutant run, that's what I'm thinking, Blaster. That's what I'm thinking. And then, I don't know about this one. This I would be willing to change. Every 7 seconds, gain 1 rust, and charge your item with the longest cooldown. This could be incredibly good or incredibly bad, just depending on your items. 30% for like a 10-second cooldown item is insane, right? Like, that's really good. And 1 rust does suck, but if we're going sewer mutants have acid lifelink, so we'll have lifesteal basically. And we can just out heal the tiny amount of rust. If we didn't go with that, I don't know what else we would take. I can't put gems on crew members. That is a merchant thing, so I wouldn't go drill bit. 8% health restore isn't terrible because we will have acid link. We're not going third siege. That's just not relevant. Targeting goggles might be pretty good. 8% accuracy would be nice. I don't think we double down on another crew weapon. I think the goo is the way to go there. Whenever a crew member activates 2 health, see, really good in the early game, completely falls off a cliff when you have 1,000 HP. Weapons gain 1.35 damage, but a +1 cooldown. Yeah. Okay, blood bag. When we fall below 10% health, we get 5% health for every crew member. Let's say we have 10, that'd be 50% heal. Only once, but we'll have 20 mutants if we get what we need to do a mutant build. So this would basically be a 50 to 100% heal once. I don't hate that. Legendary and unique items appear more often. I'm not doing lasers. Plus 25% to all health restore. Okay, a sewer mutant run does not rely on weapons. And that would make our acid link 25% stronger. Okay, what do you guys think? I'm leaning blood bag or Ostrus leaf. The leaf is probably better generically. This is a great emergency heal. Andrew votes blood bag. Okay. Either is good. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna have janitors or medics. Yeah, I agree with that. Blood bag or Fitbit? You like the Fitbit, huh? 2 health? I don't think so. The sewer mutants give you acid lifelink. I think acid lifelink plus 25% is more valuable than like 40 HP when they activate. All right, this feels like a greed play, so we'll take the leaf. I'm gonna be the tiebreaker there. Welcome in the Nutbalaban. The Nutbalaban. I don't think that's the first time I've seen you, right? Welcome back, I suppose. Okay, let's go die as a mutant. I don't like his voice though. I will say that. Like, yeah, he's got like I'm a super intellectual Doc Croc type thing going on. I don't know, not the biggest fan here. Okay, what do we get? Undercity Ghoul and a Janitor. Both of those are fine for the time being. Smokestack, also fine. Remind myself here. Yeah, so radiation. Okay, so
Contemplating future
I think we can, that's 11, 15, 18. I think that's my purchase. smokestack. We could get it in a way where we can up that. All right, yeah. We'll do this. We'll do that. We'll smokestack all of those. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. All right, he's gonna get to work mutating somebody. Yeah, of the two of them, the ghoul will last longer. He's definitely gonna go. Yes, please. Yes, please. I'm not gonna. These are great, and I would take them, but I can't afford them right now, so I'm not gonna over grab here. Okay, now unfortunately, we didn't end up with an extra weapon, so I'm leery about a win here.
We've taken what we can. Onward.
4 acid. Techno goat. Oh no. Got them devil eyes. All right, can we beat him out? We have a little bit of healing.
Are they aiming for other stellar objects?
I love the amount. We've already got 12 acid on him.
You have been
Okay.
broken down to your base elements.
Okay. I'm down. That felt good. We're working on getting some unlock if I can get to 25 wins. Ooh, chemist. Okay, so I do think we grabbed the wing. Let me flip that. Let's do that for now. Okay, factory tubes are really nice at making things go very quickly. Maybe. Okay, I do want to level him up. Yeah, he's worth leveling up. There's a couple of them that I really question. I really question if they're worth leveling. Definitely grab that. Okay, I don't have a use for this at the moment, is the thing. I think I'm gonna let this go. If I had a fuel pump already, I would grab it. We'll have other opportunities.
Excellent. A sharp mind thinks 5 steps ahead.
Okay, so we have a upgrade kit. We can just upgrade whatever. Oh, we are so gonna do our core reactor fragment. And another janitor. I don't need to lock him. We're guaranteed a crew member every roll. He's not a good one. At least not for what we're gonna do. Yeah, I'll hang on to this. I think I'm gonna let the rest of these go. Then again, we're not using our ammo. Maybe we lock the autocannon just to get ourselves another form of damage for the time being and just sell it later. What are you fueled by? Actual fuel. That also means I'm not using my electricity. All right. I'm talking myself into locking more and more things here. In fact, I don't even need to lock that. We could just buy it. There you go. A little extra speed never hurts. Upgrade the hunger uranium. More uranium pairs well with us. I totally agree. Lock the janitor? You think so? All right. All right.
Conflict breeds creation.
I was willing to let it go. Let it be known it was Blaster who insisted. All right. Mortar. Or no, artillery cannon, excuse me. A striker and an autocannon. Okay. I think we're gonna be okay here. Unless he like crits me. I think we are fast enough at the moment. Remember, we have that goo gun, so every time we activate, we have a 35% chance to fire an extra little shot here. Bloop. That was pretty good.
Dispose of this biological waste.
Yeah, you waste. I am a sucker for buffs and debuffs, so this is like right up my alley. Okay, now we find out how good of a run we're gonna have. The run begins now. Okay, I can already say we're not going to do the Crag's workbench. It's just not what we're doing here. Chef's cooking pot. I think that's probably what we're going to pick. We're going to go super high on crew, and then we can give them food. In addition, every 9 seconds, charge every connected crew member by 1.5 seconds. Almost certainly this is what we're taking. Titan core, thruster, no. Crackling, no. There is an argument to be made for terrarium. You can get food items out of that. I think we're all in on the pot. Decent song too. Okay, so, and I love the area of this thing. Like actually large enough to be easy to use. SAM launcher, it's not what we're doing. Okay, factory hole, yes, I will take a factory hole. What are we doing here? I hate it. We'll do that for now. Okay, so we're actually not using any cooldown here. I think we could do some improvements. Let's do the time warp again. There we go. Now we're actually using everything. Oh, and what do we get for our things? I didn't even check. 10% accuracy and 5% crit. Yes, please. Why, yes, I would like to actually hit things. What'd you get? 15% charge rate. Unfortunately, not the best on him. Not the best on him. But that's okay. It doesn't hurt us in any way. Okay, we can upgrade an item. Okay, well, originally I was gonna do this, but do we do the pot? This costs fuel that I don't have, but it's a really nice, an extra 0.75 seconds of cooldown. And if we're gonna sewer mutant, our main damage will become sewer mutants. The other option would be the reactor core. 2 radiation is twice as good as 1 radiation. Never seen the food. Yeah, they're gonna be like kind of like how I could equip gems on the merchant. We can equip the food onto characters. It reduces fuel use? No, it increases fuel use.
One day we will have no need for these vessels.
I think this is the play though. If we really are gonna try to go sewer mutant, having our sewer mutants fire faster is what we want. More chance with the crew mutants. With the core frag. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. 38% chance is nice, and the mutations are really good. I think I'm gonna go pot. I don't think there's a wrong choice here. I think both of these are amazing. Yeah, firepower is also not very bad. Because remember, our goop stuff is also projectiles. Alright, let's just do... Oh, no, I can't do that. I want this because I want that buff. Okay, and then we can get another janitor. Somebody has to clean up the spilled pot. And then I do think I will hold on to this still. I would buy it if I could afford it. I don't think we're going cargo. Then again, there are some amazing freight items. If I took this and then we didn't like the items, I bet you we could make our 7 gold back. But I'm already locking a lot of items. Alright, I don't have to have this. Well, I don't have to have that. I would like to buy it, but yeah, I know. I don't want to lock too many things because we're hunting for a sewer mutant right now. Okay, yeah.
Brace yourself for most momentous events.
All right, Zerenthral. He's got the drill. Okay. Admiral. 3 weapons. Gonna do some fire stuff. I don't know. A little bit of healing. I mean, our little bit of healing goes a long ways, right? Come on, proc poison. Yes! Yes, poison for the win.
Flip of a coin.
Acid. I need to call it properly. It's not poison, it's acid. Okay. That was pretty good. If he had crit, that might have turned out very different, though. Oh, we got a Merc. Mercs are absolutely amazing at countering certain builds. Absolutely amazing. They throw grenades, and grenades kill crew members. Yeah, ask me how I know that. All right, we did get another goo blaster. Use the goo. We are gonna have to upgrade it, which is fine. 10, I can buy, yeah, I can buy exactly what I want, so, yep. And I will continue to upgrade this thing. The chemical tank just starts them off with some acid, and it just gets me a little extra fuel to start with. And I do want the Merc, for sure. Now, what was your mutation? Thick hide, 7% debuff resistance. All right, she's in range. She can also buff the damage of our goo. And can I do 2 of these? We would lose a little bit of power. If I combine you, we would still lose a little bit of power. I think I'm gonna leave them separate for now, and we'll just get our speed buffed up as much as we can before we run out of power. I will lock that. Still no mutant. Well, son of a gun. I want all the things. I want all the things. All right, I'm willing to let that go. I don't think I can let this go. Extra acid and extra radiation, and whenever the enemy ship takes damage from acid, there's a 40% chance of cracks. Yes, please. Gunner's not stellar on this build, if I'm being honest. I could let him go, and we'll just keep the cheap guy. Oh, neuromagnetism. Crew member items charge 5% faster. Cracks plus goo, yeah, totally. Gunner becomes, oh, he totally does, but we need to get our sewer mutant, so I can't keep locking everything or we're never gonna get him. I believe they're uncommons, right? They're not rares. I hope that's the case. Okay, we got an Igor build. I think we're okay here. He doesn't have anything but a janitor for healing. There's our grenade. Okay, doesn't hit anybody this time. Oh, we've already killed Igor. Yeah, see what I mean? I feel like your hero unit should not be able to be killed by the grenades. All right, well, hey, we're as good as last run already.
Such fascinating results.
Did not get it again. Yeah, I do really like the rocket thruster. I don't think I'm gonna grab it right now, though. We're already having fuel problems. We got a carrot cake. Gain 2 radar when a crew member is equipped with this item. Okay, so just two radar straight up. We'll give it to our main guy for now. There you go. Extra radar, just extra to hit. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I definitely want this. I definitely want the cheap guy. Ooh. $2 off? I don't think I can say no to that. Apparently we're building a chunky boy ship.
Trial and error.
None of this really matters where it's at. Okay, I don't necessarily need to buff that though. All right, let's do a little bit of shifting around here. So we're gonna move all of these things 1 up. We're gonna put that in there. I don't want to combine you yet. All right, so our toxic barrel is gonna activate faster. And actually, you know what? I probably want my scientist doing that. We can stack radiation on them with that. And this is much faster than trying to use the reactor core. A fat ship for a fat mutant. Nice. Main guy getting caked up. Yeah, you gotta keep an eye on Factory Mutant 9's cakewalk. Okay, I do like the smokestack, and that would give us some more electricity at no cost. Well, acid on bull ships, but you know, no cost. Another guy. More debuff resistance. I think we're going with him first. We're gonna just radiation the crap out of them.
We can never escape probability.
Okay, still no mutant. Okay, I do think we're gonna grab the sewer tube though, even with mutants. So this is inflicts an acid for every connected crew member, and you can have 8 of them. And then factory mishap. Whenever the enemy ship takes damage from acid, they gain burn equal to 20% of the damage dealt. And there is fuel here, or we could go fuel here. This is actually making fuel, although I'd prefer a pump much more than that. This is more in the temporary. I think we're gonna grab the temporary fuel. Yeah. All right, Caddy, have a good one, man. Good to see you. Okay, I think we're having a great run so far. Crate, you need electricity too. Yeah. I hate having this many things locked though. Check the pot zone. Oh yeah, you're right.
Do you enjoy this particular puzzle?
Okay, we can fix this. There we go. There we go. Everyone in the pot. Get in the pot. Drop the fuel tank? I'm gonna hold on to, well, actually, let me think. Where are these gonna go? Actually, yeah. Because this is already gonna cause us to use most of our space. All right, I'll buy that for $1.
Onward.
Very professional player, nice. What is this? Oh, it's spikes, okay. Interesting, so some kind of spike build. That's gonna be horrible for us. Every time we hit him, he's gonna fire a spike at me.
Aiming for other stellar objects?
We don't like that. We don't like that at all.
Dispose of this biological waste.
Nope. We don't like that build. Don't play that build. Getting a random mutation. Nice. Oh, what are we up to? We're up to 2 here. We got malignant growths. Gain 6 armor and an acid. Okay, that's fine. All right. Now we're gonna totally revamp our entire ship. How are we gonna do this? So, what is your... that's already not gonna work. I can already tell you. Okay, you go there, you go there. Yeah, we're gonna revamp everything. You're gonna be way over here. You're gonna be somewhere over there. Okay, you. Okay, that puts the pot here. Nope, nope. Put it there. Okay, engine.
Affirmative.
All right, can we make this work? Okay, so I lose 1 spot for crew. I'll need to decide if that's going to be worth our time or not. And we're just going to make this thing go faster and faster. It does cost fuel, though.
A negative result.
Okay, and then you... Too many people out of range. Okay, that gets 1 more in range. I still have 3 people who are not in range. Okay, I might need to give up on the smokestack. If we move the pot... Actually doesn't make it much better, does it? I don't think we're going to be able to hit everyone with the pot unless we're willing to give up one of these spots. Which we might totally do. I mean, this would be the spot to probably have it. And then you can buff the weapon. Okay, now we're hitting all the crew. Okay. Is there a way I can do this better? I don't think I need the little piddly 10% here. I think I would rather have that buffed more. Especially if we're already giving up one spot. And then...
Do you enjoy this particular puzzle?
I do actually, yes. Okay, so now we're buffing both of those. Go here. And we put the weapon there.
Task and vision. We begin the day.
Okay, we can put the box there. That's giving me 8 fuel currently, though. I need a little bit more room. Alright, let's get you out of the way. Let's get you in. I do think I'm gonna do this because that's my energy buff. Alright, I want the crate, but the thing is, I can't put it in. Is it worth just holding on to? We have a janitor for 3 buckaroonies. The number of people only affects the count, not the cooldown. Correct. But my chemists will make the cooldown faster and faster. I got 3 chemists on it right now. I'm really torn here. We probably need this, although I really want a fuel pump. I think I'm gonna let it go. We may buy one in the future, but I'm gonna let it go. And I'm not gonna combine in... He's on sale. Okay. Because you're on sale. Not getting the sewer mutant again. Okay, we're not really worried about weapons so much. I can't fit that. We're already smokestacking. That's fine for electricity. If I get a factory hole... Okay, we're still not oversized. This is actually really helpful.
Trial and error.
Actually, no, it's going to want to be over here because of the pot. Another chemist. I think I'll grab...
Sharp mind thinks 5 steps ahead.
Okay, I think that's it. What a weird build we have at the moment. Praying for a fuel pump? Yeah. A fuel pump and maybe... Yeah, just fuel pump, really. That or a grinder? No, grinders use fuel and they make electricity. We've not had a single fuel pump. I don't think I've even skipped one.
Conflict breeds creation.
All right, I mean, obviously it always depends on who we're up against, but I feel like we're doing pretty good at the moment. He says that then he sees the nuclear warhead that hits for 33 damage. And a track missile so that it doesn't miss. All right, poop on them fast, boys. Incoming!
For other stellar objects?
39 damage to me. That's not good. He's halfway charged and he's dead. Whew.
Dispose of this biological waste.
Yeah, the grinder wouldn't be good here. I was thinking for fuel, but it uses fuel. Okay, but we are undefeated so far. Another factory hole. Okay. If I get that, are we overweight?
All
We
is
are
in
not.
order.
Okay, cool. I don't want that there yet. There. Because it looks cool. We didn't have a grinder showing, Shinosuke. I just was thinking out loud to be nice. Okay, temporarily we could get a fuel canister. Get another scientist. Okay, we're gonna go there. Move that there. You are mutating people. We got nutrient paste. Active crew member gains 1 max health. Start a turn, permanently gain 1 max health. All right, you grab that. What were you again? Just get radar for being equipped. Okay, cool. I guess because carrots let you see in the dark. So while it has a little bit of truth to it, that whole thing was actually a British psyop, if I remember right, during World War II. They didn't want the Germans to know that they had a certain kind of radar, so they spread word that carrots helped you see in the dark. And that's why they could spot the planes, because they eat a lot of carrots. Okay, gunner is kind of whatever. We're not really going to get our damage from guns. Honestly, I think the fuel tank is the play here. And the chemist, maybe.
Do you enjoy this particular
We'll put the chemist on that. I'm going to let him go. I just don't care for him at the moment.
Contemplating future possibilities,
Major pick here. All right, another upgrade kit, and it's on sale. That is nice. Okay, so I think we're all in on the food pot. Every 9 seconds. Wait a minute. Okay, hang on a second. You should be there, and then you go buff the weapon. The reason being, 9 seconds is a long time. If I have a chemist buff that, in fact, I think I'm gonna have 2 chemists buff that. And then they will make this chemist and this chemist go faster to buff that. Yeah. I think we're all in on the pot, though. Every 9 seconds or less, every crew member cools down by 3 seconds. That's already gonna be like half of most of these guys' cooldown. That's more than his cooldown. However, that's gonna be more fuel. Does up firepower. For every firepower, projectiles gain 6% damage. That is actually kind of nice too. We're already goo gunning, and at some point, hopefully we'll have a sewer mutant. The alternative is, again, the reactor core. The extra radiation... We're not really winning by radiation, though. I think we're all in on the pot. I think we're all in on the pot. Definitely gonna level up our leader. I'm gonna freeze her too.
Sharp mind thinks 5 steps
I'm gonna let these all go. Yeah, they are good for your eyes, but it's not see in the dark radar shooting down German bombers at night levels of vision. Fuel tank's a nice temporary solution. Yeah, I think so. I like fuel tanks in general. 3 heat is nothing to sniff at. That's 15% cooldown for everybody for 1 burn. Who cares about 1 burn? Janitor, get on that. Radiation helps against the chunky boys. Yeah, radiation helps against people who are doing massive amounts of healing or armor. Mercenaries kill other crews, so if they're a crew-based thing, aka water mother, tribal mother, that's her counter by a lot. Okay, I think that's it. I think I'm saving my $4. We could also buy an autocannon. I'm not using my ammo. This would just give us a little extra damage. I don't think so. I think we're gonna save the money. As weird as that sounds, because I never do that. We have 3 extra spots actually right now. Did that say arthritis zombie? No, arithritic zombie. That makes more sense. Ow.
Not over yet.
The other thing the mutant's gonna do is he's gonna give us acid lifelink, so we'll actually be able to heal. But the group poop tube is working well. 7 wins in a single run. don't call to come back. Another scientist. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to grab this, and I want it on my main. Let me just check. That's you, right? Yep. My main guy. Okay, so what's he up to? Every 4.5 seconds, 12 armor and 3 acid. All right, that's fine. And then it will be a little bit quicker with this. Okay, I'm gonna actually switch this up.
Trial and error.
Oh, that's a medic. Whoops, I thought that was another merc. Never mind. I'd rather look cool. Okay, medic will be really good right now. All right, who is she gonna activate? Probably the mutant. If I activate him twice, that's 24 armor. We could activate the mercenary to throw 2 grenades. That probably is not going to change a losing fight around. A tiny bit of health isn't going to help. Yeah. All right, we'll have her do him. And then I think we just grab the person. Okay, you are not in range. Can I fix that? Yes, I can. Okay, we do
Lies elsewhere.
this. There we go. Yeah, I definitely am gonna do a roll here. Ooh. Okay, I don't think we're doing Waste Factory. It fires 5 goo. I'm already firing a bajillion goo. That's whatever. It also costs fuel. This is nice because it shoots at the beginning of a fight, but we've got that covered. Factory goo applies a random mutation to any crew member. All right, are we hard gambling? I think we're hard gambling. We'll put it on our leader. We're hoping for not plus 2 seconds of cooldown. Anything else is fine.
Accolades are fine, but I crave results.
Twitching muscles, 15% charge rate. Nice. There you go. Cooldown is down to 3.75 seconds. That's a lot of armor. That's not bad. Okay, I can't fit a janitor in this space. I agree. Let's hard roll. Projectiles circling back around where they miss is pretty nice. And it doesn't cost anything. We could get a box for fuel. We have enough fuel that we can make it through for now. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, I don't want this. I just want to see, am I close to weight? I'm not. Okay, so we actually have a lot of space left, at least 4 more spots. I wish I could get the stainless steel hole. Then again, those repair things are coming pretty hot and heavy. I don't love these because they cost health. This seems like it would be worth my time. Because when we do our sewer mutants, they are projectiles. And just making things that miss have a second chance just to have a second go at it. I think this is worth it. I'm gonna lock that.
Future possibilities, are we?
Man. Another combat medic. All right, I'm gonna grab another combat medic. I would prefer that she did him. I don't think I'm gonna fight that though. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight that. Point at the janitor. I mean, I guess we could do it this way. We could point it at him. He does health. We could make it be a janitor. He's 4 health. And get rid of debuffs. Yeah, that's probably worth it. There we go. Okay. Man. I feel like we're getting unlucky. I usually see mutants by this point. No, I'm not gonna lock it.
plan is
We're pretty hard
let's
searching for a mutant at this point. Welcome, friend. Guided missile. What's he gonna blow up? He's blowing up my pot! No! How dare you? Oh, they've got a mercenary. They're blowing up my janitor. Oh, we are so lucky.
They were an
We are so lucky.
evolutionary
Look how many people they killed on my ship. You are not a friend. That was mean. Okay, another undercity ghoul. Not relevant here. Okay, energized hole or a factory hole. This is on sale. That's not to be sniffed at. This would give us some extra repair though. We're at 5 already, which is not terrible. Extra electricity means we would start with our deflector up. Let's start with the deflector up. There we go. All right, just do it. Just do it. All right, and I think we're just gonna hard roll rather than buy people I don't need. Okay, here we go. This will help a little bit. So if we level this up, we'll have 2 more fuel, and they'll start with tin acid on them. I do like ventilation systems quite a lot. We just lose debuffs and they gain them, and debuff lifelink. So when we do acid damage... All right, now, how am I gonna fit this? Okay, like that.
Do you enjoy this?
It's extra thrust.
puzzle?
Everyone eat your beans from the pot and put it in the tube, and we're gonna thrust it out. I'm even gonna do a 1 gold reroll here. There he is. There's my boy.
A sharp mind
Look at that.
thinks
Look at
5
that
steps
handsome.
ahead.
He's literally a chud. Like literally a chud. Sewer mutant. Every 2 seconds we spawn a 2 damage goo, and that goes up by a burst every time we level him up. Start a turn, connected crew member becomes a sewer mutant, so we can just make him add more and more. Acid lifelink. All my acid damage now will heal us. Burst 2 means he fires twice. This one in particular also just inflicts an extra acid. And as somebody mentioned, an extra merc. I will definitely grab that. Yep, that's all we're gonna do. And we'll buy those next turn. And food-wise, we got some juicy steak. Gain 3 firepower when a crew member is equipped with the item. Yeah, we're gonna hand off the nutrient paste. That sounds like something a medic would eat. Claiming the juicy steak for myself. So let's audit the food pot a little bit. I think that the buffs are okay. They're gonna go crazy once we get this up and running. The food items we have gotten in 6 rounds, we've gotten 1 carrot cake, 2 radar, so 8% accuracy and 8% chance to crit. Not bad. That's fine. We've gotten every time the crew member activates. Okay, activates, we gain a max. Okay, this should actually be over here because he activates way faster. All right. It's fine. Start a turn, permanently gain 1 health. That's not terrible. Every round we go, I gain 1 health. If we go to 50 rounds, we'll have like 45 more health. That'd be all right. And then we have the jerky. 3 firepower, and each firepower is 6% damage. So I'm at 5. So we have 30% bonus damage. And when we fire our goo guns, that should be giving us at least +1 damage now, for sure. And then that'll, if we get high enough, when these guys fire their goo, that'll affect them too. I think that's pretty good. The sus chef. Yeah, I have not played the chef. I was really looking forward to doing a food run. I really enjoyed the merchant run. I don't know if you guys watched that video, but I really enjoyed the merchant run. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's do it.
We've taken what we can. Onward.
Oh, our first tribal mother. Can we kill her before the worm shows up? We shall find out. Now we started her off with a bunch of acid already. Jeez, halfway to the drum already.
All at the dawn of Tandu.
We're looking pretty good. Worm, okay, we made it. We made it.
Our fate hung on the flip.
Nick of time, but we made it. Yeah, the number one thing for her is beat the drum as fast as possible and survive to the first worm. If you can do those two things, you're golden. Debuff stacks are insane. Yeah. If you're gonna do debuffs, unless it's incidental, I think you kind of need to go all in because everybody spams janitors. So if you're just throwing like one heat, or like one fire, it's never gonna do anything. Okay. It begins. I think my janitors are my least important people. Also, you just got to 3 mutations. What do we got? Thick hide for 7 debuff. Coagulating blood. If our health falls below 20%, we gain 30 armor. And engorged abdomen. Gain 20 health and 2 acid. That's really nice because we start with acid and we just we poop it out the back. We just vent it into the enemy ship. I think his also gives us acid. Yep. Okay, so I think we combine 1 janitor so I have room to get started. We need a patient 0. Now I'm pretty sure he keeps his levels. I hope that's the case. All right, I do want the merc. All right, here's what we'll do.
Trial and error.
We'll convert them towards the end. Yeah, she's in range of that. In fact, I should have had this like. Well, no, I guess I couldn't have. This thing is kind of whatever. If we notice we're running out of fuel, I'm gonna ditch the goo blaster. 3 gold, 1 slot plus more energy for the dodge chance. Oh yeah. Yep. Okay, you would be fine, but I don't have room, and I'm not in an emergency mode anymore, so we're gonna do some rolling. A teleporter. I think we're gonna lock that because I think we're gonna buy this for now. 2 more fuel, and they start with 2 extra acid. If I bought the teleporter, that would give us a bunch of like, oh no, the electricity is better. We'll have more deflection. Okay, I'm gonna lock that. I'm gonna combine our engines finally and get the teleporter going. And we'll hold on to this. I don't care about those too much. This would be fine. It's extra fuel. I think I will lock that. We're not in danger mode anymore. All right, I want to see lots and lots of things circling back after they miss.
Creation. We hunt.
Raz. Or raise. All right, what do we got? Bench key. Okay, I'm not particularly worried. He's got a lot of healing. I want to see those circle backs. How's that work? Okay, we Shrek'd him. We actually Shrek'd him.
Base elements.
He kind of looks like Shrek. Okay, I'll leave it up to you guys, but I know what my answer is. Should we try to go endless here? I feel like this is an endless run. I feel like we continue this one because we're just getting started. You know you have a good build when you have 10 wins and you're like, I'm just getting started. We got so much more room to grow. In fact, here, I'll tell you what. You guys decide. We are past the 1.5 hour mark. In fact, we're at the 2 hour mark. I'm gonna go make my tea. And just for YouTube brownie points, why don't we put up a poll? YouTube loves interaction. So do we go endless or no? Do we go endless so I don't have to type answers? Yes or no? Start poll. All right. I'm going to give you guys a chance to vote on that. As always, I'm going to take my 5-minute break. I'm just going to run and go get some tea. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to tell YouTube I'm on a break. So if you're not blocking ads, you may get an ad. If that's the case, I appreciate the pennies. Thank you very much. I would encourage you to get up and get a stretch and a break of your own, and I will be right back. So 5 minutes, start. I'll be right back. All right. Easiest poll of my life. 100% of people vote that we should go endless. Yeah, we kind of knew the results of that, didn't we? Okay, give it a shark fin because it's dangerous. I don't know though. Like, I feel like it needs more like a sewer snake or a sewer crocodile or something of the like. All right, easy endless mode. Also, Blasterbot, $5 super chat. The ad block tax. This game is fun. I bought it after seeing your vids on it. Well, that's awesome, man. I love to hear people say stuff like, I bought Shadow Empire or Dominions or Down with the Ship after I saw it on your channel, because I don't know, I have a pretty eclectic taste in video games, and so it's always great to see other people discover cool stuff. It makes me feel like I'm giving something back to people. So yeah, we should all play good games. All right, we have a hearty stew. Gain 5% health when equipped on a crew member. Yeah, so we're at 234. Just kidding, we're at 244. Okay, so not bad. We also have another sewer mutant here. All right, if I do this, are we at weight? Okay, we would gain weight. If I do this, we would gain weight. Now I bet you we're like 1 over. Nope, we are more than 1 over. I wish we had a count. I wish there was just a little number that said the number of tiles I have without me having to sit here and try to count, especially because some of these are oddly shaped. I'm a little torn here. On one hand, we have a cooldown item, so being like 1 overweight would probably be fine. It does give us extra fuel, and the little bit of extra health might be worth it. On the other hand, though, every single person 3% slower is not stellar. Like, we don't love being 3% slower. It's not the worst looking ship I've ever built either. We don't need it this second. Man. I think I would rather not be overweight. I think we're gonna hold off on that. All right, we'll put that in. We have 1 more level possible. We're getting 12 fuel and we're inflicting 12 acid on the enemy. We converted, okay, yeah, we converted another sewer mutant. Now we have to make some decisions. So you can mutate her. You can mutate him. I don't think I want to give up the combat medics yet. So I want to give up the chemists. I think I'm willing to give up the chemists that are on this. I don't think I'm willing to give up the, or maybe we'll do like 1 and 1 like this. But we won't do it this turn though. We'll do it next turn. All right, so we'll change. There. Okay, we'll mutate him and him. Okay, and that janitor did keep his levels. So this is a 2 chevron mutant. So he has burst 4. So every 6 seconds he does 4 goo shots. Okay, in that case, that does also mean we can grab these guys and go ahead and level them up. I should probably level, I guess it doesn't matter. Him. Okay, I don't need to keep that frozen. Do we want to just buy a sewer mutant? I have no extra spots. Is it time that we just get rid of the goo blaster? If I took that off, that would help our fuel situation. I think we do take that off, and we will grab another, and I will mutate him. All right, you don't actually have. Yeah, we can put another one in the pot. And actually, the way this is going, I'm not getting as much cooldown off that. I'd rather put these in here so they're all in the pot. Throw those grenades faster.
This could be integral for my experiments.
Okay, none of those jump out except for the book, and I'm gonna upgrade our main guy. Extra acid, extra armor, yep. And we'll just save. I'm gonna hold on to this in case I change my mind, but we can also sell that.
Brace yourself for most momentous events.
I didn't lose my chat, did I? Or are you guys just in quiet mode? You guys are just in quiet mode. Okay. Okay, so we got multiple missiles. Okay, that's very Alpha Strikey. Ow.
Just like we drilled.
But look at our health going up. Can we pull it off? Can we pull it off? Yes. We really could use a little bit of plating or something. Something to make us a little bit tankier to let our lifesteal actually have some time to work. Okay, yeah, cool. Ooh. Okay, I think we will be going overweight here because this is just too juicy not to. Okay, so I would like that to go here. And then you go there, and then there, and then I guess we move that there. No, because I want crew members there. There. Okay, there we go. Okay, that could have been way worse. All right, now I want crew members up here. What are you? Medic. Oh, because we got a spare medic. Okay. I guess we could have two medics that face each other, and then that would be that'd be a 20% heal when they do that. What is your? Oh my goodness, we have a gaping hole. All right, time out. Then you go there. Oh goodness gracious. Then you go there. And you go.
Do you enjoy this particular puzzle?
Okay, actually, that's better than what I had. If we put that there, put that there, we could kind of fit something else. I guess it's fine. Quiet mode, okay, yeah. No problem, Shinosuke. It always freaks me out, though, when people are chatting away and then all of a sudden the chat just goes dead quiet. In the summer of fire and internet problems, oftentimes, for whatever reason, my OBS chat link would just die, and I had to go check my other webpage to see chat. Okay, and then we should have this love huddle over here, though. That gives us 7 speed to start with. So we'll never cloak at the moment. Actually, yeah, we will. We'll cloak when this procs. Twice, but it'd be really nice if we could cloak when this procced once. I really wish we could get one more ion drive. And we are weight 1. If I took this off, we still weight 1, right? Yes. So no reason to take that off. Okay, nothing counts as a weapon on the ship, so it doesn't matter where I put the mercenaries. We do have an upgrade. Again, I think we're just all in on the stew pot. When this thing procs...
Trial and error.
Do we want to get rid of this guy? He's not actually doing that much. Okay, so how can I do that? Let's put you here and you there. All right, don't think I want to get rid of these two yet. I don't think I want to get rid of those two yet. Or the combat medics. Not yet, at least. So that'll be the last round of mutants for the second. All right, now I do have 3 mutations on our main guy. We have a mutation item. I'm gonna grab it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Twitching muscles. Gain 15% charge rate. Why, yes, I would like to throw grenades faster. Thank you for asking. Grind wheel. Okay, you know what? You know what? This one's for you, Shinosuke. Grind it. Never mind. Not the same one. Womp womp. Drainage pipes. Every 4.5 seconds inflict one random debuff on the enemy ship, plus 20% to all health restore.
Excellent. A sharp mind thinks.
Why are all the good things here? Yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm pretty sure that lifelink counts as health restore. Lifelink restores your health, so yes, that's 2 of these spots. And there's the engine I needed. Okay, so in 8.38 seconds, our engine goes off, and then we go cloak. We'll probably not get a second cloak off, but we'll get one, and that's a really good time to do it. About 8 seconds in, most people are going to be shooting at us. Perfect cloak time. All right, I'm just going to let these go. They're nothing too special. I could sell you for $6. Actually, an abomination. Both ships gain a radiation. That doesn't matter because we're venting it. Gain a random mutation, lose the ability. Gain 3 health for every mutant. Actually, I do want him. All right, I'm gonna sell that. All right, you're in, buddy. Okay, so how much health are we getting here? 313, 353. So we're getting 40 health from that. And I could actually increase that as we mutate some more people. So actually, you... Oh, no.
Incompatible.
Don't combine them.
Again.
Come down here and get mutated so we'll get more health. It's the good touch. All right, let's go for it.
Let us execute it.
Yeah, it's also a good sign when you're like in the endless mode and you have spare spaces because things are going so well. Like, yeah, look at his ship. He must be doing really well. So what's he gonna use? He's gonna nuke me. Got a railgun. He also is getting rid of debuffs. He has a tractor beam. I hate that. All my homies hate tractor beams. Oh my gosh, that's so fast.
Will not break.
All right, we've started to kill his crew, but I don't think it's gonna make a difference here. I think he's got enough radiation on me. Oh, I spoke too soon. 156 acid begs to differ. Okay, I'm not gonna complain about that. We're at 12 wins. Okay, nothing here is stellar. Pneumatic punchers are interesting, but not for what we're doing. All right, drainage pipes. You know, you don't want your sewer tube to get jammed up, so you have to have a drainage pipe. 20% extra from all the healing sources, and we do a random debuff that doesn't really matter. Okay, that's fine. Don't need any of this.
We can never escape probability.
Yes. Yes. 30 armor, a plating, and a radiation, and some stun resist. That's not terrible either. I will up our goopy thing here. Yeah, so remember, whenever the enemy damage takes acid damage, there's a 60% chance to have a crack. Yeah. And then whenever the enemy takes damage from acid, they gain burn equal to 20% of the damage. I think I will take this. Yeah, we start with A radiation. Who cares? Everyone's getting irradiated anyways. Welcome to the club. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. I don't think I'm gonna make any more sewer mutants at the moment. Or do we grab another thing and continue expanding? I don't think there's value in that. I think we're good there. We cooked up an energy bar. Crew member gains 25% charge rate. All right, so who do we want? Both ships gain radiation. We could do our armor guy. We could do a healer. Probably the healer. I don't think I care about the radiation that much. Maybe we do that. All right, we'll try that. If I don't like the amount of radiation on us, I'll take that off.
We've taken what we can. Onward.
Yeah, it was a different type of grinder. Oh, okay. Yikes. So he's got Tesla coil, a nuclear reactor, and the Starfire beam. Starfire beam's gonna kill my crew. What do you have for crew? Just the cyber. Okay, well, hopefully my grenades are just gonna kill her. So that'll be nice. I don't know if we can weather that storm, though. Crew members gain +1 burst and cost +1 electricity. So what is she doing with that? So you're gonna do every 7.5 seconds gain 10 electricity and charge the... Okay, so she's gonna spam hack really, really hard. Okay. I want to say I feel pretty good about this. Look at the goop. Oh my gosh, look at the goop. I wonder if deflect counts as a miss for the purposes of circling back around.
Love the sound of a dying dream.
Oh, there's so many lasers on me. It doesn't matter. The only counter to a nuclear reactor is to fill it full of poo. Done. We are currently undefeated, just to point that out. Ooh, repair arm. I don't think we need that for this build. I do quite like me a repair arm, though. I think we're gonna go ahead and raise our drainage pipe. Yes, 30% to all healing. We got a random thing and it gave us a mutant. If I add 3 more spots, we do go up in weight. I don't think we go up. I don't think we do. All right, but here's the thing about crew members. We're not done scaling because now I can just add rarity and that just gives them another burst. So this dude's gonna fire 5 times when he activates. That'll play. Hey, Mr. Shappy, how's it going? All right, let's do a reroll. Feels really weird not taking a repair arm. Okay, now normally you wouldn't want to combine a teleporter pad because you'd like to have two different ones to get 2 crew members. I don't really need that. I think I would honestly rather have the extra electricity because we'll start with a better deflect chance. So weirdly enough, yeah, look at that. We start with maximum electricity and we're not actually going to lose it that much. So we have a 25% chance to deflect projectiles. I would love to put another engine on. We still have fuel problems. We have not seen a single fuel pump, by the way. Just saying. All right, if I grab you.
Yes,
Okay. We really are maxed out on size. Oh, but it needs fuel. Diesel power. Decrease the weight of your ship by 5. When 10 speeds reach, equal that. Yeah. We have to buy this. I can't use it at the moment, but if we can find some more fuel, we could. This is insane. We could add, what is that? 5. We could add like 25 more tiles. I think I'm doing the math right in my head. Imagine how many mutants we could fit in this ship. The good ship Brown Water. All right, I'm definitely gonna lock that.
Future possibilities, are we?
That is amazing. We've got to find some more fuel. We have got to find some more fuel.
Conflict breeds creation. We hunt.
We have some room though. We could get some more of these. We could get 1 more of those. Dude, I don't know if you've been watching. Watch the first volley when they fire. It's insane here. So fire! And it's only gonna get more and more.
Activating.
All right, so he saw. Okay, good cloak. Good cloak.
Cracked open like a.
Our acid link is doing work. Radiation's also coming in just in case it goes bad. We need some more max HP.
Dispose of this
But other than that, I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing. One more win and we unlock a new item, whatever that is. We are still undefeated. We are our mutant Invictus.
Evolution knocks on the door. I wish to answer.
Okay, and actually, what would happen if we leveled this up? Oh, we would just gain some. Decrease the weight of the ship by 8. That is hilarious. I want to do that so bad, but we cannot do the fuel. I probably shouldn't even do our pot, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm just all in on that. We got another energy bar. Okay, who do we want to go faster? Oh no. Okay, we did have one mistake. I turned my leader into a sewer mutant. That's not the end of the world for this run because he wasn't doing anything super important. But I had her facing him.
All is in order.
That's a mistake. So we lost mutant number 9. He became a sewer mutant. He's one with his people. Oh, that's gonna bite me. All right, well, no use crying over spilt milk. All right, distribute the bars. Yes, I would like some more speed.
We can never escape probability.
Man, I could level him up too. All right, instead we'll do the scientist, I guess. Ooh. Do we have 2 poop tubes or do we level up the poop tube? I feel like we level up the poop tube. I get the same amount of acid out. Yeah, I get the same amount of acid out. And the burn percentage is actually higher. A level 2 poop tube. There you go. All right, hardened plate. That's more percentage HP. I don't think I can really fit that. You know what? I'm gonna grab it. We are gonna grab some more floor plating at some point.
Brace yourself for most momentous
We need to get the fuel though. The fuel needs to be solved. Oh yeah, look at this. He's got all kinds of food. Hearty stew. Chicken noodle soup. Damage reduction. Nice. Mushroom soup. Oh my gosh, look at it. 80 acid.
Are they aiming for other stellar objects?
I think they are. 110. That's a lot of swarm missiles. Oh, of course we come out of cloak right when they arrive. Oh, we had single digit HP for a second.
Biological waste.
That was so close. Affliction crystal. Okay, cool. I can't believe I accidentally turned him into a sewer mutant. Feels bad, man. I think it was better having him pump out a little bit of armor. All right, something to be careful of. Undercity ghoul. Okay, I don't care about you. So I think we're gonna pull a mutant off and we're gonna make a mutant. And then I'm gonna use this mutant to level up a mutant. So we can mutant while we mutant. Alright, and I will level up a merc. What is your level up? Extra magnetism. Yeah, sure. And hey, look at that. We have maxed out the chemical tank. 14 fuel, and we start the battle with 14 acid on the enemy ship.
Testing other variables, I see.
Okay. And another toxic barrel. And oh. I missed it. We got a fuel pump. I have literally no idea how we're gonna fit that in there, but that needs to happen. Also, I want
A
that.
sharp mind thinks 5 steps ahead.
Okay, it doesn't matter. That's not gonna be enough to solve the problem, but that's at least part of it. Control Z, yeah, okay. I will lock that. You are right. All right, so what do we want to do
Do you
here?
enjoy this particular puzzle?
I can't take this out or we won't have enough power. I don't need 2 combat medics, I guess. All right, I don't want you to be changed into a mutant. Yeah, leave them alone. All right, but where are we gonna put this? It gives us a little bit of cooldown. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this anywhere that's useful. Okay, I think it's gonna go right there. This doesn't actually do anything for the cooldown. This will help that cool down a little faster. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. And Comet Mech, you might as well do it on him. We lost the speed there. Is this 4? Okay. I don't like losing a speed, but that's okay. We'll still, in 8.37 seconds, we'll cloak, which is when I want to do it. So I guess that's okay. And then we actually can afford this because of the different buy order.
The plan is set. Let us execute it.
We're still losing 1.55 fuel. Oh, that's cute. You gonna throw a couple at me? It's the meme with the lady throwing poo over the fence and then a whole bunch comes back. Literally the meme right there. You started this.
You have no idea what I am capable of.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't, but
Are they able
130
to
something acid says that I do. Imagine being an amateur poop tuber when we have all this.
Dispose of this biological
Almost
waste.
200 acid there. Okay, ooh. Pipes. I don't think we have anything that matters. Like, our cooldown doesn't really matter. Like, it's this. I guess we could... Okay, actually, hang on. I say that. We could make this go faster. All right, we can improve him. Builders, we can improve him. Okay. You combine up. Stay there. Fuel pump goes here.
Trial and error.
And then we do this. So this pipe, every 3.3 seconds. Oh no, hold on. We can do better than that. You go here. And you go there. Don't take my merc out. I want 1 merc to kill crew members. Okay, there we go. So we lose 1 slot, so we get 2 less acid. But for that, every 3.3 seconds, we transfer 2 seconds of charge from this into the pot. That is going to make us consume more, but that's going to make them proc even faster. I think that's a worthy trade. Combat medic. Okay, we will level you up. Yeah, this is where you want to be in a build. I'm done, but I have an option with new things down here, and I'm doing tons of upgrades. This is perfect.
We require new
I will grab that. I will grab that. I will grab that. Yep. And we got a couple food items. It doesn't really matter who has these. I guess the scientist having a faster cooldown would be nice. And actually, you know what? You should have that. Okay, equipped crew member activates. Remove 1 magnetism from the enemy ship. Okay, what is this? Kale salad. I guess it's eeny, meeny, miny, mo. There you go. Have some kale.
We've taken what we can. Onward.
Okay. I have a feeling this is going to be a lot better. Being able to proc this
To my hidden tower.
faster means so many more shots. And look at this. See, this is the problem. He started cloaked. I haven't even shot yet. Who cares? All right, he basically deflected nothing. And now for my turn. Now I cloak. Yeah, much nicer. Oh, he decloaked me with his tractor beam. Our first loss. Our first loss. So what are you doing? You have spammed rust nuggets. Interesting. So he probably used that cruncher thing. Bunch of targeting lasers and a SAM. Yeah. The decloaking is what got us. I think if we had not been decloaked, I think we would have won that actually. Let me... Yeah. All right. I don't feel too bad about that. That was a good win on his part. Sewer mutant upgrade. Yes. The old ventilation. You got to have the bathroom fan on. So there you go. We're upgrading that. I can upgrade this without starting cloaked. And what do you do on an upgrade? Move extra. Yeah, sure. Scientist is not maxed out. Book, yes. Yes to sewer mutant. We're not using that kind of plate. And we are keeping an abomination around for the extra crew health.
Contemplating future possibilities, are we?
Yeah, good on him though. But see, that's what I mean when I say like it's frustrating to me that you don't know the lobby. Like, obviously I couldn't have really built around that, but he could build around people who are doing a bunch of cloaking if you knew that, rather than just random chance. Every time I've gotten the tractor beam, I've gotten no use out of it.
Conflict breeds creation.
I've never had it actually do anything. That was the one thing I did like about the I can't remember the exact name. It was like Shandao battles. It was basically a backpack battler, but it was like cultivation. And you actually had a lobby and you could see people on the map. So you could kind of like choose who you wanted to fight. So you had a little more agency in it. I thought that was a neat... Fuck, that's so many. That is so many. You had a little more agency in it.
Will not break.
By the way, he has 2 freight engines. I'm just saying, what the heck? And a nuclear reactor.
I love this.
This is also the coolest ship I think I've ever seen. I'm not even mad that we're probably going to lose this one. Nope, we did not.
Dispose of this.
Jingshu pack. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Hopefully that one will be good when it comes out too. It was all right. I just wasn't super impressed when I tried it. That was a very cool ship though. I will say that. Okay, so I want to level up the abomination. So we're 667, 717. And you know what? I'm actually going to level him with the book. 717, 743 HP. We'll grab a sewer mutant. Undersea ghoul, I do not need. We could make fuel with this. I will nab it for now. Okay, well, I'm already maxed out on this, so I can't do anything.
Excellent.
Yes, and yes.
Mind thinks 5 steps ahead.
You play it regularly. There's still a few things they're working on, but some really fun builds. Are they in? They're not in early access right yet. They're still in demo, or am I totally off on that? I thought I had it on my wish list.
Brace yourself for most momentous events.
All right, we're gonna start seeing some really crazy builds here. Oh, speaking of, how about the Giga Drill and a drum? That's just not even fair. All right, luckily they don't have crazy HP. We're gonna get wormed here. Okay, can we stay cloaked while the worm's here, please? Stay cloaked, stay cloaked. Stay cloaked. Yes. 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 Okay, 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits. Oh! That worm did about 250 damage. That was the difference. Yeah, the crazy builds have now started because these are other people who have made it this far. So now we're gonna see more and more just insane things. Like this abomination I just got. 800 HP, 853 HP. More fuel. I will get the target lock. 38% chance to circle back around and some extra firepower. Oh my goodness, another one. Okay, 853 HP, 878 HP. Upgrade my uranium plates. 15% stun resistance isn't terrible. Okay, I don't think we're at a point in this build where I care about cloning vats, but cloning vats are pretty nice. It's just rather large. I wish this was a 2x1 and not a 2x2. I don't think we're going for it. Pretty soon I think we are gonna need to start adding our stuff though.
The plan is set. Let us execute it.
The little ship that could here though. The little sewage truck that could. Okay, so what we got? SAM sight. So a SAM launcher, an artillery cannon, and just a whole slew of supply crates.
Too close. Protect the tree.
Feel like we're okay? What is your big, like, I gotcha? Like, what is your gotcha? A Black Lotus. So you're getting a whole bunch of stats, but what are you gonna kill me with?
Broken. Like a twig.
Are you just trying to go for solar flare?
The fire rises, but our vessel will
Or the
not-
Sam just gets the kill, I guess? Maybe she is okay. Cloaking like crazy. Okay. I guess the cloaks was enough. She was on her, I missed it, I think 3rd cloak? I thought we had that one. She dealt 2k damage though, and I only dealt 253. That's not true. We actually did also damage. Acid damage. Oh no, that's acid healing. Yeah, we actually did that little bit. She did negate most of that. Yeah, she healed 2.5 and 2.5 and 2. That's a crazy amount of lifesteal. Yeah, she just out-healed me and out-cloaked me. I do notice that whenever I've gone endless, the further you go, the more cloaking you see. Alright, so remove magnetism. When health falls below 20%, gain 50% damage reduction. Yes. Feed a crew member, gains a random mutation. Maybe. Scientist, yes. All right, we have a maxed out scientist now. Make our soup go super fast. What do I buy? I think I'm gonna start buying nice pieces. Probably the fuel wing too, if I'm gonna do that.
We can never escape probability.
Okay, now we have a money dump. Okay, we're not quite there yet. Well, or are we? Hold on. Well, maybe I need to just check. I keep saying we're not there. Maybe I'm just willing it to be true. If we do this, we lose 2.52 fuel per second. So I would have 23... less than 20 seconds of fuel. We could slow this down, and that would, like, if we broke this, yeah, it's not that big a difference. Get you in here. That's not that big a difference too. So we'd have 20 seconds worth of fuel, give or take. That's probably good enough. That's probably good enough.
Contemplating future possibilities.
I think we're going in deeper. I'll get that too. All right, it's our time to shine. The monstrosity is growing. There's your mutant shark fin. Although, frankly, I think this thing looks more like a sunfish. Those things are apparently like absolutely infested with parasites, so maybe this works. She just recloaked really. Yeah, you never can get to permanent cloak. And every time you cloak, your future cloak is shorter. But like you saw, you can really pump it.
We've taken what we can.
We just didn't get enough acid on between them to have enough lifelink to keep up with her healing. Look at that. Look at that. We broke 1k HP. It's on like Donkey Kong now. Gain spikes, repair, and rust. Oh, goodness. We were going to give him so many spikes. This is going to get horrible. I think we need to do a spike build. It's growing on me. I used to think they were dumb, but I see what they do now with that item, with the rib cage. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous.
We need fuel to move.
Oh, and we're out of. Oh no. Okay, we're all right though. We're all right. We can tank one worm. The radiation's getting her. We just need to heal. We just need to heal. Oh no. Okay, good cloak. If the cloak wears out, we die. Oh! Oh, we were so close. We were so close.
We have been bent. We shall not be fractured.
Okay. Nuclear warhead needs fuel, because of course it does. Inflicts 10 radiation on hit. Welcome in, janitor. You'll become a mutant. Actually, you will become a mutant. Let's get the scientist, and let's increase the speed of our fuel pump. And okay, I need to fiddle here a little bit. Okay, if you move here and you move there, we can fit this. Yeah, because we're only at 46. This takes us all the way up to 50 starting fuel, and we'll inflict a couple more acid on the enemy. Well, there are in-game achievements to going for 50 wins on a single run, so you have to be able to make it at least that far. I was at 32 on my Tribal Mother run. Do we reserve a nuclear warhead? No, I don't think I do. Nor do I think I reserve this. I think I let those go. We need more flooring. We can fit quite a bit more.
Testing other variables, I see.
Because this is reducing our weight by 5, and we're at like 3 weight at the moment. Oh.
Excellent. A sharp mind thinks 5 steps ahead.
Also, oh. Okay, we can put this on. Ship hit by projectile, 35% chance to stun an enemy weapon for 0.4 seconds, and percentage health. So we're at 1,226, 1,308. Oh yeah, we're down to 1 life, Shinosuke. We're definitely dying out soon. What a good run though. Very fun build. I really enjoyed this, and I don't think this is the best sewer mutant build either. I think this is just pretty janky, but it's been fun. Been really fun.
Conflict breeds creation.
The number one thing I think you need to do if you want to go endless, you need some way to scale without growing your ship larger. So in our case, it's leveling sewer mutants and food. In other cases, you need to find a way. So like that one ship had spikes, gems, things like that.
How are you so bad?
Okay, are you gonna be a super fast ship? Yeah, look at that. They're almost ready to cloak again. 330 crit.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Okay, my acid, we just need more acid stacks because that gets us more acid lifelink. Oh, here's our death. Oh. Okay, 70 versus negative 11.
Waste.
They were throwing heavy bombs at me too. 30 career battle wins as the mutant. Yeah, see, look at this. Win 50 battles as the mutant. I think I had a few before we started. There's one that's like in one run though. It's just not showing here. Okay. You know, don't call to come back. Extra ammo. Ammo does actually matter because ammo gives us percent damage. We're getting 10% bonus damage right now, but what if we had more? What if we just had more? All right, we want to start moving these things away to get more people. I can fit somebody here. There we go. Okay, and then I'm doing it. We have a maximum rank chef's cooking pot. Even if we die, moral victory, we cooked. We cooked. So every 9 seconds, but it's going to be a lot faster because we're tubing it. We got like a feeder tube here. Just direct petrol right into the cooking pot. Every 9 seconds, charge every connected member, most of them, by 5.25 seconds. The cooldown of these guys is less, so every time this procs, they fire. And if we had better fuel pump or better pipes, we could speed this up some more. We're getting 6 firepower, and we can gain more. When we gain 10 firepower, your weapon items deal extra damage. Unfortunately, we don't have any weapons. But this one doesn't actually go away. It's a threshold, not a use up. So we can just keep increasing our damage. I'll catch up on chat here. Hey, Akatus are us too. Hey Babel, first time watching a stream. I haven't seen much of this game, but I'm curious. How does it distinguish itself from Backpack Battles besides the aesthetics? There are more characters. First of all, there's less items than Backpack Battle. You don't have to have items like pair up between fights. So if you have dupes, you can just combine them on this screen. You don't have to go into battle with like weird combinations. You have a lot larger play area. Like you can zoom out and you can get bigger, much bigger than the largest battle backpacks. Aesthetics is definitely one of the larger ones for sure. And it's definitely a younger game. Like Backpack Battles definitely is a much more mature game in that like it's more developed, not like age rating. I like a lot of the neat mechanics going on here. Like I like the idea that we have these resource stats that gives us a statistic like deflection, like debuff resistance, like damage, but it's also what we use to do stuff. So you can have interesting builds. Like we're using a little bit of electricity for our engine, but for the most part, we're just keeping a giant shield turned on. And we're using tons of fuel, so we start with really high debuff resistance, but then it goes down. So I like that play that's in that. There's also trinkets. So over here we have the Austrias leaf, we have the goo rifle and the crew pager, and there's about, I don't know, 50 trinkets. So there's a little bit more variation, whereas Backpack Battles only has what, I think 3 backpacks per character. So this feels like it gives it a little bit more variety. I'm really enjoying it. I like Backpack Battles too, for sure, but I'm really enjoying this one, and some of that's maybe just the aesthetic part too, because it's just nice to play something that's not fantasy in the genre. Okay, we got $11. Continue putting down. You got me to buy Shadow Empire, by the way, and that's my hyper fixation for the last month. You can play Shadow Empire for a few hundred or 1,000 hours for sure. Did you pick up Republica or Oceania out of curiosity? By the way, just because you mentioned Shadow Empire, I am planning on starting another Shadow Empire playthrough pretty soon. Not next stream, but pretty soon. I think next stream we're gonna do some Gladius because it's Warhammer 40k Skull Taker week or whatever. So just for channel health, I probably should play something Warhammer. So I think on Friday we'll probably play a game of Gladius. I'll probably be able to finish that on Friday. So we might, don't quote me, this isn't a promise, we might start another Shadow Empire playthrough on Sunday. or relatively soon. I do have another game I want to play, but I know people are kind of waiting for the Shadow Empire, and I feel refreshed. Neither of the DLC yet. Yeah, the base game is totally playable. You don't need either one. Republica definitely has a thumbs up. Oceania, thumbs down from me. I think unless you specifically want what Oceania does, wait at least for a deep sail for sure. Yeah, for sure. Okay, what else do we want? I really would like a... Oh, I thought that was the crack missile. Extra radar would be kind of cool, but it's not desperate. I think I would rather add some more uranium. Oh, okay. Or we could get more max HP. I'm gonna max HP, and I don't actually want to combine him because now I have a bunch of empty space.
Do you enjoy this particular puzzle?
I do, actually, yes. 1,605 HP. Did I add a second one of those? I did. And we got a food item. Crew member activates, gain a max health, and then start a turn permanently gain health. Yes. Well fed. Have 10 crew members on your ship equipped with food. I'm so mad that I accidentally took our captain out and turned him into a mutant. Mutant facing him. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Apparently we have all kinds of mutant problems. Yeah, I gotta be a little bit... We need to have like a buddy system where they give each other support mutant hugs. So we don't have any more oopsies there. Thank you, Shapir. Or I guess it's Shappy. Okay, yeah, see, that's what I hate. I hate when you start cloaked. It's such a waste. We fired like one goo, maybe. Get deflected, nerd. Oh my gosh.
I walked through sandstorms.
Okay, those were hitting for 3. Let's see if those go up as we buff ourselves. I think we have this one. Although worm, so who knows. Yeah, look at that. Now we're doing 4 damage per shot because of our firepower buffs. And or our cracks.
Like all life, we need fuel to move.
Okay, but we're almost out of fuel. 3rd worm. Yes, you survived 2nd worm, but what about 3rd worm?
Sandstorms, the child. This is nothing.
Okay, good cloak. Good cloak. Let's get some life steal. Let's get some life steal in here. I don't think, yeah, that's our death right there. What a good run. What a good run. I'm not even mad though. Okay, let's see what was our doom. So what were you? You were drums. Let's actually restore. No, yeah, that didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. Okay, so you had, okay, so your terrarium. I've done that was my good run I did with her. It was drum plus banana tree. That means she has a vivarium here somewhere, probably. Firepower, thruster, armor smith, pilot. Actually, okay, I see lots of banana trees. Yeah, the worm just did us in. The worm just did us in. A level 3 drum, that's pretty good too. All right, not even mad though. That was amazing. That was a good run. Where are the worms coming from? It is the drum item. The tribal mother starts with, in fact, here, I can just show you.
The cauldron cannot
It's
hold.
this item right here.
I will save
1,000-year
what
drum.
can be
So the attack is the worm. So 15.4 damage at level 1, 100% accurate, and 5% crit chance. Every time a crew member that's connected activates, they beat the drum twice. So if you get fast-acting people, they go really, really quick. When you beat the drum 10 times, you heal 6. When you beat it 20 times, you get a heat and 5 armor. When you beat it 40, you get a sandworm. And this is technically a weapon. So if you have gunners, they can actually buff the sandworm. You can't buff it with speed because it's not recharging. You have to have people who activate fast. But like you saw, the sandworm hits like 8 times maybe. And if you get this a few levels up, like level 2, look how much scaling it has. Like almost 8 attack just from that one click. And it is a weapon, so you could have targeting computers and all sorts of shenanigans. It's very, very good. My best run to date was on one of those. In fact, here, we're not going to do another run, just FYI. That is going to be the end. But here, I'll show you. This is what my best run looked like with that. So we look at this one. I love this replay.
From a weaker mind.
All right, so this was my build here. So we have the drum. Look at all these high level people. I was running 2 teleport pads. So every round I got a free character to merge in. Plus we had a banana tree. And the bananas, this is a max level banana. Heals 11 HP on my tribal mother, who activates every 1.77 seconds. And that's before I get buffed. So she was down to, like, I think 9.98 seconds or something when she was fully buffed. I've got multiple telepaths buffing her. I've got like 5 rust mutants converting my HP into armor. And then she converts rust into healing. So incredibly fun. My favorite character right now, actually. I really like her. Definitely, you guys are definitely getting a video of her at some point. Hopefully people aren't sick of Down with the Ship, because I'm going to make some more content on it. I'm going to try to space some other things in here, but man, I am loving this game. It is really good. It really has a thumbs up. Plus, the dev has been really active. If you look at the dates here, these are the recent patches. So 19th, 18th, 18th, 17th, 16th, and it's like balance and fixes. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Definitely loving it. No microtransactions or anything. It's sad that I have to say that as a bonus these days, but I do. You unlock characters with in-game currency from playing, so I thought it was a pretty good little system. Okay, like I said, that is our 3 hours, so also a very stream-friendly game for my schedule. I like that quite a lot. Show says, I really wish the battles lasted longer. Solar flares make me cry. There are some builds I saw when I was in that big run that were definitely designed to go to solar flare and let the flare kill you. I got hit for 7k by a flare and won, just to put that in perspective of how crazy that was getting. Yeah, crazy. There's also an item that delays solar flares too. I don't remember who has it, but somebody has it. Okay, if you enjoyed the stream, don't forget to leave a like on it. That helps me an absolute ton. That tells YouTube that people with good taste in gaming like you should watch my channel. Helps me an absolute ton. If you're not subscribed, I hope you'll consider subscribing. We definitely took a little hit playing through 6 ages. My average subscribers needed to hit our goal in November of 10K has crept back above 10 per day because we did so badly. That was truly a misery stream for us, but that's okay. I wanted to play it, so sometimes you just have to do what's fun. Beyond that, if you want to support the channel like BlasterBot, you can always join me live for a super chat, leave a super thanks on a video, consider becoming a member, or checking out the Patreon linked in the channel info. I do have a Discord that's free to join. I do an @everyone before I go live, so if YouTube doesn't tell you when I'm live, you can get notified there. If you just want to hang out and chat and you don't want to get bugged, you can always mute the announcement channel. I won't bug you in anywhere else. Beyond that, the current plan is Friday, we're probably going to play Gladius, since it's going to be the Warhammer Skull Taker thingamabobber. If you have any Warhammer games on your wish list, they should go on sale tomorrow. Not sponsored or anything, but that's just a yearly thing that they do. And then I'm thinking we'll start Shadow Empire on Sunday. That's not a promise, but that's kind of my in my head schedule. So I think that's what's coming. For videos next week, it'll either be some Down with the Ship if I can't resist myself, or I think I might do another Solarium Infernium run. People were asking for an army-focused run, so I could totally do that. We'll see which one we got. Oh, hey, Shannon. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, my voice is giving out, and we're at time, so catch the VOD, though. We had a really cool run. I won't spoil it, but we just had a really cool run on the in there. Let's check chat before I go. Yeah, it's their win condition. Yeah, Raul's 100% right. The win condition for her is bang that drum and find a way to make people bang it faster. That is the plan. She also has, can you tell how much I love this game? She also has an ability, Visions of the Future. Connected item is 3 times more likely to show up in the shop. So I would connect her to the rush shamans, and that's how I got so many rush shamans. Just FYI. Okay, you guys are gonna tempt me to keep playing another round, and I definitely cannot do that. So I gotta get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tomorrow there's another Down with the Ship video queued, so it's up for members right now if you want to go watch that. Or if you're not a member, it'll be available for everyone tomorrow morning. All right, guys, thanks for a cool stream. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you on Friday. Babble out.